Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the Knicks Cast channel. The NBA's first game ever on Amazon Prime Video, the New York Knicks hosting the Boston Celtics tonight. The Boston Celtics come in 0-1. The Knicks come in 1-0. We'll note the starting lineup change, but Donald, I want to get your first thoughts.
Well, the first game was great. That was a breath of fresh air. The first game was a breath of fresh air. Um, I love the tempo that we played at. I love the ball movement. I like the aggressiveness on defense. There was a lot to like. I also especially like the fact that we tried 5-out sets and we just had different looks for different guys. I thought Mikal Bridges looked like a different player already. So there's a lot to be excited about. Now going into game two is going to be very interesting. They made a change. Deuce McBride in the lineup. Dig that because Luka, you were saying yourself, man, that when he's involved in a 5-out set, it's a really impressive rotation, and it looks like my man Mike Brown agrees with you. So good call there, Luka. So I'm excited to see how he does, and I love how he's wanting to try different things. So it's not just the same thing all the time. It's like trying different things. So far, Brown is 10 out of 10.
Yeah, so far for me too. And Donald, you brought it up. Great point. And talk about the experimentation, the trying of different lineups. And you yourself said, you were amazed that the Knicks tried a 10-man rotation. They went a little 11-man, which was a little bit overdone. But you know what? We didn't see this last year, to be fair. And that's not like, the dog on Tom Thibodeau. It's true. You didn't see experimentation last year where you could say, okay, this specific lineup works against this specific opponent, this specific size. You're seeing that because against Cleveland, they're
Right.
double big. Jared Allen, Evan Mobley. And by the way, I believe OG Anunoby on Wednesday night out-rebounded both Allen and Mobley. So that's something to note. Also as well, you're looking at the team right now, the Celtics. They're not a big team. They're like, I'd say even size. So as Donald mentioned, the starting lineup change, you're going to be having, and it's funny, Donald, because I can't lie, I didn't expect this, and I actually had the lineup graphic out. I thought this was going to be the lineup: Brunson, Bridges, Anunoby, Towns, and Huckporty, but no. But Mike Brown has shown you that he can experiment. You saw some 3-guard lineups last game, and I know that the 5-out lineup that I so much love, and a lot of Knicks fans love, you noticed the end of the first half last game, the end of the second quarter. The Knicks went on a big run with that specific specific 5-out lineup. So it's going to be big. I think they're going to let Towns run a little bit of the offense in terms of try to put him in a Sabonis role. I wouldn't be surprised if we see that. But I know this is the starting lineup for the Boston Celtics. Peyton Pritchard will start at point guard, Derek White at the shooting guard position, Jaylen Brown at the 3, Sam Hauser at the 4, and Neemias Queta at the 5. So that is your lineup for the Boston Celtics. Obviously missing a far and few between a lot of pieces from last year. Jason Tatum obviously being out due to the Achilles injury. Kristaps Porzingis traded. Also as well, Drew Holiday being traded. But one quick message, obviously before the start of this game, we have a little bit. Let's go back to last year, Game 4 against the Boston Celtics in the Eastern Conference semifinals.
This fucking city is this with some fucking Knicks town, baby, and fuck you all. Fuck Boston. Fuck Boston forever.
I forgot to mention the most obvious part of this matchup. This is the matchup rematch of the Eastern Conference semifinals in which the Knicks would upset the Boston Celtics 4-2. What's up to Jeffrey? What's up to Seal? Knicks will seem to have continued their trend in this if at the end of this holds on drawing Texas opponents in the finals, 94 versus Houston, 99 versus the Admiral and Tim Duncan, a very young Tim Duncan at that. It's funny because there's this page called this Instagram page where it's called the Corgi. And it's obviously a dog that, if you haven't seen down, it usually it picks certain matchups. Like they'll say, okay, pick the NBA finals or pick the winner of this, that, and the third. So what the Corgi does, it has like 3 little baskets, or it depends how many, where it bounces the ball off its head into a certain basket. At the end of the day, It shows a Knicks Rockets finals, which would be a rematch from 1994. But I will say
hate
that
it. I wouldn't hate it. It's not a crazy take either.
I don't
The
think
Rockets look good.
They do. They do. I think they have to navigate some certain things. But another thing I didn't mention with the lineup change, Huck Porty going to the bench, Josh Hart is playing. That is going to be very interesting to see how they manage his minutes, especially with the lumbar back spasms. I've had soreness and pain in my lumbar before. It's something you have to manage. You can't. You're not saying Josh Hart should be on some sort of load management, but those things are tough to manage. It kind of lingers a little bit, but regardless, I'm happy that Josh Hart is playing, but I just don't want to see him get hurt. I'm a little cautious there, Dom.
Well, I think Mike Brown will be cautious with him. To be honest, I don't think he'll play like the kind of minutes that he played under Thibodeau. To be honest, I don't foresee him playing 40 minutes or anything crazy like that. Which what would have happened if Thibodeau was coaching today.
It would have been double big lineup, or maybe even Josh Hart plays. He plays 40-something on minutes. And
yeah, that's what I'm saying. He would have played 40 minutes.
And a lot of people, and I should say a lot of people. There are some Knicks content creators, most notably Schwinny Poo from the Strickland, who are sounding off on your biggest fan, Donald, Frank Isola, making an appearance on Ian Begley's The Putback yesterday. And I don't know specifically what Isola said, but a lot of people started calling him disingenuous. And his criticism or his whatever he said just didn't seem fair.
Well, who was he criticizing? What could he possibly be criticizing?
Let me pull up the exact thing that he was talking. He was like talking about minutes per se. He was trying to be like, oh well, let me find this. Let's see. We find this from the great Frank Isola. He says it's one game. Also, minutes weren't a problem last season. Even though if you wanted them to be. They were the healthiest team in the playoffs. If they were run down, they wouldn't have beat Boston in games 1 and 2 after falling behind by 20. Do you follow the team? He said to Papa Left.
Do you follow the team?
And yeah, here's exactly what Isola said on the putback. The pace and things like that, that's all great, but it still comes down to winning. I was there for Michael Jordan's last 3 championship runs. We never talked about how minutes he played. It was just kind of taken for granted that he was going to play a lot. Everyone kind of gets wrapped up in that stuff. Mike Brown's job is to win. Mike Brown's a good guy, and he knows ultimately he's going to be judged by that.
I don't understand the Isola agenda. I just don't get it.
It's incredibly disingenuous, and it's not. It's very partisan. Very partisan.
I mean, he is hated on the Knicks with
even
a
when
passion.
Tom Thibodeau wasn't here, like beforehand.
But even when Thibodeau was coach, he never propped up the Knicks. And now all of a sudden Thibodeau's gone. It's like, oh, could you do this?
It's like a cardinal. It's like a cardinal sin. It's like, oh my God, you're like the Knicks are like now the Antichrist of some sort.
It's wild.
It's nonsensical. It's completely nonsensical. But it's not just him. It's a few other reporters in the media. But the more important thing is, Donald, obviously, as we've discussed earlier in the show, the Knicks played great. I'm excited for this matchup against the Celtics, and also I'm more excited that the Knicks are experimenting with different lineups. Because once again, Tibbs was very much, okay, I know this lineup works, even though I haven't tested it out yet. I know this lineup doesn't work, even though I haven't tested it out yet. And there was just not enough experimentation last season, to be fair.
Well, we're getting plenty of it now. 2 games in, tons of experimentation. This is quite a panel that the Prime have got. Blake Griffin and 2 Hall of Famers.
Blake Griffin, Dirk Nowitzki,
Nash,
Steve Nash.
And Dirk Nowitzki, yeah.
So the starting lineups we've already presented. We have obviously presented the Boston Celtics. I'll be happy to present that again. Let's pull it up. We have Pritchard, White, Brown, Hauser, and Ketta. I'm definitely looking for the Knicks to try to attack Peyton Pritchard a little bit. Sam Hauser maybe a little bit too. Love to see the Knicks use that stretch 5 ability. But for the Knicks, it is a different scenario from this starting 5 I originally thought they were going to do. But it's Brunson, McBride, Bridges, Anunoby, and Towns, the big all 5 out lineup, which I've very much been in love with, and I'm glad that the Knicks are using that. But should be like a few seconds away from game time, obviously on Amazon Prime. A very good game to be on Amazon Prime, and the NBA's debut on Amazon Prime, must I say. I know, obviously, the sports leagues are going in different directions. And Donald, eventually I want to bring up, I'm not sure if he's there or not, but I eventually want to bring up this betting scandal as we look at Mike Brown, second game coach of the Knicks, ready to start as the Celtics are about to head to the center court. Both the World Series teams with the advent of the ABS coming in 2026. Let the umpires get the rings. I'm watching Knicks. Yeah, whether the Knicks were playing or not tonight, I wasn't going to watch the World Series. I'm kind of like Donald on this one, Sunil, where if the Yankees are out of it, I'm just not going to watch. So right now,
we have Series today.
Game 1.
See, that's what shows my interest level.
That's true.
All right, here we go.
Let's see. Both teams at center court. You have Keta and Karl Anthony Towns. Ball is up, and the tip goes to the Boston Celtics. The rematch of the Eastern Conference semifinals continues as Derek White has the ball. He's defended by Pritchard. Jaylen Brown defended by Anunoby. Brown goes left on Anunoby. Trying to drive, hits out to Pritchard. Here comes a screen from Keta. Pritchard looking, finds Hauser. Hauser catch and shoot. 3 is good. Bridges going to bring it up the floor for the Knicks. Knicks in their 5-out lineup. Towns comes with the screen to the left. Bridges to Towns. Driving down the lane. Towns inside. Offensive foul. Derek White took the charge. Peyton Pritchard will bring the ball up. Now it's to White. White with his backs off at center court. Brown in motion. Defended by Anunoby. Hands to Keta. Keta hands to Pritchard. Pritchard on the drive. Pritchard looks. Keta inside. Shot's good. And the foul. Celtics up 5-0 early.
It's nice ball movement.
I'm mispronouncing Neemias Keta's name wrong.
Keta's fine.
Yeah, it is Keta.
What's the predictions in the chat, Sunil? Jeff, what are your predictions for the score?
Absolutely. Throw us the predictions, guys. If you guys haven't already, hit the like button too. Brunson hands off to Anunoby. Anunoby against Hauser. Anunoby hands off to McBride. McBride drives down the lane. McBride looks. Finds Towns. Towns, 3-pointers up. 3-pointers good.
There he is.
White in transition, hands to Hauser, drives down the lane. Stripped and stolen by Bridges. Here comes McBride in the half court. McBride, one-on-one dribbling, finds Bridges. Beautiful pass inside.
What a steal. Oh, what a pass. Fuck. Yeah.
Keta drives down on Towns.
That's why he's in the lineup, baby.
Absolutely. I'm going to pause this for a second. That should do it justice. Keta with the offensive foul there as he elbowed Towns. Bringing up the court is Mikal Bridges. Bridges defended by Keta. Bridges with a handoff to Brunson. Brunson, one-on-one versus Pritchard, trying to just expose the mismatch, drives down the lane, inside, off the glass, no good. Towns with the rebound, Towns inside, no good, and it's stolen by the Celtics. Here comes White and Hauser in transition. Kick to the wing. Jaylen Brown drives on Towns. Gap help is there. Browns lose it out of bounds. Knicks basketball. Bridges, McBride. McBride drives on White. McBride kicks to the corner, bats Brunson back to Bridges. Bridges on the drive, in the mid-range, double-teamed, looks, finds Anunoby. Anunoby kicks, or I should say, throws the ball off the foot of White or Pritchard. It will still be Knicks basketball. Knicks moving the ball, though.
Lots of ball movement.
Brunson will inbound with 14 to shoot. Brunson finds Bridges. Bridges, three-pointers up. Three-pointers no good. Rebound, Jaylen Brown. Pritchard left of the screen. Pritchard pulls. Looks to Keta. Keta looking to pass. He finds Pritchard. Pritchard drives down the lane on McBride inside. Shots blocked by Towns. Here come the Knicks. Bridges in transition. Looking. Hands to Brunson. Brunson drives down the lane. Brunson inside. Shot is off the glass and good. Brown on the drive. Brown inside. Shot is good and the foul. Eight-7 Celtics. I'll get to the scoreboard in a few seconds. I apologize. Been a very active game this far. Jaylen Brown to complete the old-fashioned three-point play. 25 points opening night versus the Philadelphia 76ers, 9 of 18 with 6 rebounds. Brown infamously fouled out against the Knicks in Game 6 here at the Garden in May. Brown's free throws a miss. Rebound, Karl-Anthony Towns. Nice Brunson into the half court. Defended by Pritchard. They're spacing out. Brunson backing him down. Brunson spins, trying to get away from him. Brunson looks. Brunson inside. Shots no good. Tip up no good. Rebound, White. White. Hands to Keta. Back to White. White
Come
on
on, Towns.
Floaters there and good. Brunson, Bridges, drives, looks, McBride, corner three, in and out, rebound taken, ball's loose, and it will be Celtics ball. And a foul there. Looks like on Mikal Bridges, his first. Alex is doing good, Jeffrey. Thank you for asking. Let's see. Quarter one.
So Sunil has the Knicks beating the Celtics 122-102.
Ooh, 20-point blowout. White looking for the inbound. He finds Keta. Defended by Towns, hands to Pritchard. Pritchard defended by McBride, goes right of the screen. Finds Jaylen Brown. Brown catch and shoot. Fires. Miss. Rebound Towns. Here comes Brunson in transition. He kicks to Bridges. Bridges catch and shoot three. In and out. Rebound taken by Anunoby. Anunoby looks. Finds Brunson. They reset the shot clock. Towns looks. Finds Brunson. Brunson. Hands off to Anunoby. Anunoby from the wing. No good. Rebound taken up. Right. Rebound McBride. Another second chance opportunity. McBride to Towns. Towns is fouled inside the paint. Knicks winning on those second chance opportunities like Wednesday night.
I mean, I'm loving the ball movement. They're just shots not falling, but
I said it Wednesday night. I think this is going to stick throughout the season. Even when they have these spurts, as Shamet comes on, sidesteps, three-pointer, shots no good, rebound Pritchard.
That was about a foot wide.
Brown
even close.
Brown defended by Brunson. Brown pulls back, 2-pointers up and good.
That's a great mismatch for the Celtics. Brown on Brunson.
Brunson drives down the lane. Brunson inside, floaters up, no good. Bad shot there. Rebound Pritchard. I thought McBride was open in the corner.
Brunson, what's happening to my boy?
Brown defended by Shamet. Brown trying to pull, drives down the lane, floaters up, no good. Tip, rebound by Keta. Pritchard sidesteps, drives down the lane. Pritchard looks, finds White. Knicks have to rotate. White's three-pointer is short. Here comes Shamet. Shamet will bring it up the court. Shamet hands to Towns. Towns, deep three's up. Deep three in and out. Rebounded by Keta.
Damn, they are just not falling right now.
White. Couple of fakes inside to Keta for the dunk. They found the mismatch in the transition defense.
They are really taking advantage of the mismatch here. I'd maybe try and get more sides on the court.
I agree. McBride off the handoff. Hands to Anunoby. Back to Towns.
Oh,
Towns on the dish. Inside to Anunoby, bobbles. Anunoby looks, finds Towns. Towns three-pointer. This time it goes.
That pass by Towns was beautiful, and it was a nice three as well.
Pritchard catch and shoot, miss, rebound, Shamet. Brunson, Shamet, drives, a little loose on the handle. Gonna pull it back, feeds Towns. Towns driving on Keta. Towns gets inside, shots blocked, no call. Here comes Sam Hauser into the half court. Driving down the lane. Brown feeds, stolen by McBride. Here come the Knicks to push.
There he goes.
McBride looks. Towns.
Go!
Three, bang! And the foul. It's that pick and pop. It's that pick and pop.
Towns looks up for this game offensively.
It's
now, obviously, he's had a couple of breakdowns defensively, but offensively, that dude's in it, man.
He's final, and Don. I just mentioned it. We're seeing the pick and pop. We're seeing more 3-point attempts. It's just not from Towns.
I'm digging
the
it.
team as a collective.
I'm digging it. Towns just looks. Whether Towns likes it or not, he looks a lot more comfortable in this system than before.
So the Knicks have already attempted 9 threes. So Mike Brown constantly talked about paint touches and 3-point attempts. You saw that with the one of the Towns threes where he made that very nice dish inside. You mentioned Donald. OG was there. Yeah. The defense collapsed a little bit. Towns was able to take a little step into a three.
Towns is a beautiful passer. Like when he wants to, he is a great passer.
And you notice they're not using him in the low post. They're using him in the high post, as opposed to last year where he would have to ground down, back a guy down. Once again, not against Towns. Like his greatest strength is not in the low post. This isn't.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt about it, man. Like Tibbs, I mean, he's used to a traditional center. He's just not a traditional center. And that's I don't mean that as a disrespect to Tibbs because every coach has their own preference.
Of course,
Tibbs is a preference like he likes a rim protecting 5. That just isn't Tibbs. That isn't Towns. Towns is a guy that's better in the high post. He likes pick and pops. He likes to live on the perimeter. He's capable of bulldozing, but he doesn't look all that comfortable. He looks a little kind of sloppy down there. He looks much more comfortable as a finesse type center, and that's his thing. So it looks like Brown's gonna make use of it more. And at the moment, I know it's very, very early, and I can only judge by like a game and a quarter. But Towns looks more comfortable. Yeah. Brunson doesn't look quite as comfortable. Brunson's still trying to figure things out a little bit.
I agree with you there, Donald. Because you're seeing some.
Yeah. Just, what I'm trying to say is, like, I think Brunson's used to slowing things down. He's used to breaking things down with his mind. Maybe, but I think Mike Brown's used to a De'Aaron Fox type point guard, where it's just like. That is
really right. And I mentioned one of the plays where Brunson was trying to take, I think it was Hauser or Pritchard one-on-one, where he had like a defense collapsing at him, and he kind of forced up a tough shot where he shouldn't have.
Yeah.
And McBride was open in the corner for that spray 3 that we talked about last time. So it's a matter of adjustment for Brunson. Like he's going to have to steer away from the isolation a little bit because everybody else is. And it's not a shot. It's not a shot on Brunson. Everybody else seems to be playing at the level where it's like, okay, we're moving the ball, we're getting our threes, all these different things. So Towns is at the line to complete the old-fashioned, or I should say, less unfashioned, old-fashioned, whatever you want to say, 4-point play, and he misses. Rebounded.
Oh, what a steal!
Steal there by Brunson inside, but he was out of bounds.
What? Fuck you.
He was out of bounds. Towns exits.
Oh, damn it.
Brunson deflected the ball as he was out of bounds. It's a great defensive play, though, but he was not in bounds. Jaylen Brown takes a seat as well as Karl Anthony Towns. And bring up the ball will be new acquisition Anthony Simons. See if the Knicks can attack him defensively when the Knicks
I
are
like
not.
that acquisition. I'm surprised he didn't start.
Very much so. True. Looking for a handoff. It's Tillman. Tillman hands off to Simons. Simons defended by McBride. Simons pulls back another screen to the left. Simons now switched on to Yabusele. Backs out. Driving. Whoa, that's a tough shot by Boucher. No good. Rebound Tillman. Back out to Simons. Simons three-pointers up. Three-pointers no good. Rebound taken by Shamet. And he's not fouled. I'm surprised they didn't call it. Josh Hart's in the game for his first minutes. Hart, hands, McBride, fakes, looking. McBride defended by Tillman. He wants to get his own mismatch. Kicks to the corner. That's Yabusele. Back out to McBride, 9 to shoot. McBride drives down the lane. McBride inside. Kicks out Brunson. And passes deflected out of bounds. It'll still be Nick Ball with about 4.8 to shoot.
Are they using Brunson as the off guard?
That's not the, I got to tell you, Donald, that's not the worst decision in the world.
I know. I've just noticed as this game's going on that McBride is the one that's handling the ball the most.
Yeah, a little different initiators. McBride looks,
Right,
finds Brunson. Brunson against Tillman. He's going to have to force up a tough shot. Brunson drives, kicks. Yabusele corner, 3 shots blocked, and that will be a 24-second violation. Chris Boucher.
What happened there, bro? Like, was that Brunson's fault for passing the ball, or was it?
Maybe it was too late. Maybe it was too late.
It was a little late in the shot clock.
Simons, hands, one-on-one, looking for a man. Drives down the lane. Inside, shot is good. Deuce McBride into the game. He'll bring it up against Simons. Hands off to Brunson. Quick dribble handoff. Back out to McBride. Yabusele comes with a screen to the left. McBride drives. McBride pulls back. Three-pointers up. Three-pointer no good. Rebound Celtics.
That's a little bit too many threes. I think we could move it in the paint a little bit more. I think we should change it up a little bit too.
Simons knocks down the two-pointer. It's 18-13. Brunson, really aggressive defense from Gonzalez. Hart drives down the lane. Hart spins. Hart fakes inside. Shots blocked by Boucher. Hart stays in bounds somehow. And
great play.
6 to shoot. Hart looks, finds. Brunson drives, pull up off the glass. No good, but a foul.
Josh Hart already getting himself really involved early. That's great.
Plays to his pace, plays to his energy.
18-13 down.
As we mentioned, even though I mentioned, when the Knicks were going on their runs, the Cavs were going on runs, I said, as long as they play within the offense, they can get hot. Play within the offense, the shots will open up. Too many times last year where the Knicks had to work too hard for their own shot.
I would love to have more of a presence down low though, like in the paint, because I think we're taking too many threes. I think it's getting a little bit predictable.
That's fair. Brunson at the line for 2. His first free throw went in, and his second one does. It is 18-15. Simons defended by Hart. Screen from Tillman to the left. Almost went in the backcourt. Double team, back to Tillman. Back to Simons. Simons versus Yabusele. Simons, a couple of dribbles. Simons drives down the lane. Inside, kicks to Boucher. Boucher, step back. High arcing 3. That's an air ball.
That is an awful shot. Boucher's playing like fucking Bobby Boucher from The Waterboy. What's going on here?
Josh Hart will bring the ball up. Knicks using as many ball handlers as possible. Hart hands off to
Bobby
Brunson.
Boucher at 99. Right.
Yabusele, screen to the right. Brunson pulls up for 3. Shots no good. Rebound Boucher.
Bobby Boucher.
Shireman. Actually, that's Hugo Gonzalez. Step back 3. Air ball. Rebound. Yabusele inside for the finish.
How are we losing to this team? Good pass.
Hart. Shamet. Looks. Feeds. Yabusele. Brunson. Rotation. Hart. 3-pointers up. 3-pointers no good. Tip out. Rebound by Tillman. Not going to say
how are we losing to these scrubs?
Hugo Gonzalez over to Shireman. Shireman defended by Yabusele. Inside, kicks out to the corner. Boucher for 3, shot short. Rebound tip up, rebound Anunoby.
These guys are awful.
Brunson drives, looks, Euro step, kicks. Yabusele back to Shamet. Shamet 3-pointers up. 3-pointers good. Timeout taken. May I say, Donald, it's just an observation, not going for the sharp critique. I'm not loving these Yabusele 5 minutes.
Dude, Yabusele, I'm so glad you're saying this. I don't like it. Yabusele looks like he doesn't even look like he's defending properly. And
you saw the one
offensively,
breakdown where they had the
nothing.
Boucher corner 3. He led to the breakdown because he let Shireman break him off the dribble.
Yeah.
So, again, we're only going by what we're seeing, but I don't love the – and it's not like – I don't think Yabusele maybe – I'm not sure if Yabusele played minutes at the 5 last game. Could be wrong on that, but I wasn't totally in love because for that, Donald, for him to be small at the 5, he has to give you some advantage as an offensive player. Where's the advantage right now? Like Towns at least was giving you the 3-pointers.
Yeah, I'd get Towns back on the floor. I mean, look, these Celtics, their bench is awful. Like, I like Simons, but the rest, I mean, Boucher's garbage. Like, I mean, they are launching these threes that are not even close to the basket. If they had more talent, they'd probably be farther ahead, actually, to be honest, because the Knicks haven't played particularly well. I've not been that impressed with them. Like, they're not as impressive as they were in game 1. They look a little bit sloppy and with their defensive rotations, and they're a little predictable offensively. And obviously, in game 1, they were collapsing the paint and hitting straight threes. Less of that this time. A lot of it is just chucking. So I'd like to see a little bit more
rhythm,
presence in the paint, and I want to see us utilize Jalen Brunson because he's your best fucking player, and he's a bit of a he just doesn't look comfortable right now. So if I were Mike Brown, I want to get Brunson involved. I want Brunson scoring. I want Brunson getting hot. So I'd start calling some plays for Jalen Brunson. Start breaking breaking down some defenses, getting some layups, get himself in a rhythm, and then we take it from there. I don't want to get completely away from ISO because that's Brunson's bread and butter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand where you come from. Yeah, I think they're trying to get him off the ball because, obviously he's a better on-ball player, but off the ball, like there's going to be less pressure on him. He's going to face less of a double team. Eventually, the shots will open up for him in the offense if you do this 5 out front a little bit more. But I understand where you're coming from. Right now, I see it too. I don't think Brunson is entirely comfortable. I think it's going to take a little bit. But it's like a quarterback, I guess you would call it. I'm going to use an NFL comparison. You got to get him in rhythm first before you can actually get him to run the system, like a quick warm-up or so.
Hopefully it's not your Brian Cashman NFL reference.
I know you're about to say that, but Donald, I don't know how far away. Oh, we're back to the game. I was actually going to mention something. Something we could cover at the end of the quarter, which is I'm planning to cover the NBA scandal regarding the whole betting thing. It's interesting.
God, this is awful.
It's awful. And you know what's funny? There was a FanDuel pregame ad, so it's like, I don't know. But we're back into it. The Knicks are back with a similar 5. Towns is back. Knicks looking to ice the screen. They find Tillman. Tillman looking to dish. Still looking. Finds Simons. Simons defended by Shaman. Hands back to Tillman. Tillman takes the 3-pointers up. 3-pointers good. Knicks are going to bring the ball up with Jalen Brunson. 1:27 to play, 23-18. Towns comes to the screen to the right. Brunson, double, now single coverage. Brunson looks. Isolation. Brunson drives down the lane. Brunson inside is stripped, and it's off the Celtics. So it'll be Knicks basketball.
I think Brunson was looking to pass to OG, and that's how he lost it.
Brunson to Hart. Hart to Towns.
Towns what a pass!
Oh, Josh Hart's alone in the paint. That's his first points of the season. A great pass from Towns on the perimeter. Brown fakes
Dude!
Gonzalez. Back to Boucher. Boucher looks. Back to Tillman. Tillman defended tightly. Tillman looking for a handoff. He finds Brown. Brown defended by Anunoby, trying to get over the screen. Brown, 3. Shot is good, and the foul.
Damn, OG got lost in the screen there.
He was trying to get over it, and he hit Brown on the way up. So that's going to be the very untraditional 4-point play.
That was a hell of a play by Brown, man. I'm a big Jaylen Brown fan. Even though I'm a confirmed Celtics hater, I love me some Brown. I think Brown is a great player. He's made my ideal 2-guard. He just plays great defense, and he balls on offense as well.
Brown knocks down the free throw for the old-fashioned 4-point play, the non-traditional one, should I say. 27-20 with about 49 seconds to play. Bringing it up will be Josh Hart. Now he hands to Brunson, who will bring it up. Knicks need Brunson to get him in a rhythm. Hugo Gonzalez defending Brunson tightly. Brunson drifts to his right. Screen from Shamet, now switched on to Simons. Brunson drives down the lane, trying to back him down. Brunson turns, he fires, and he scores.
Good, finally. Hopefully that gets him in a rhythm.
27-22, Simons dishes to Brown. Brown, defended by Anunoby, drives down the lane, kicks back to Simons. Simons, 3-pointers up, 3-pointers good.
Brown had OG on toast right there.
Yeah, that's what forced the defense to collapse. Shot clock turned off with about 10 seconds to play. Brunson defended by Simons.
Oh, there you are.
Help comes. Brunson looks. Brunson drives. Hart drives down the lane. Inside. Shot's no good. And that will be the end of the first quarter. 30-22. Celtics up by 8.
I want to see that again. I don't think Brunson should have given it up. I'm gonna look at that again. I know it was the right play in terms of unselfish, but I'm wondering whether there was a lane for Brunson just to score than to give it up to Hart. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I want to see the replay too. 30-22 at the end of the first quarter, but Donald, we have to break into the story just a little bit. I'm just the NBA. Donald, I'm going to let you open your thoughts on this whole NBA betting scandal with Terry Rozier, Damon Jones, and Chauncey Billups.
Well, Adam Silver's jumped into he has kind of made his bed here.
He jumped into the shark pool.
When you're so obsessed as a commissioner to make money, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's your sole purpose, you lose the soul of the game. And I know this is modern sports, and I know betting is a big part of modern sports. And I think all this legalized gambling.
FanDuel ad just happened. I'm sorry, Donald. The FanDuel ad just graced my screen.
Of course, but I think all this legalized gambling is actually a mistake, because now it's meant it's now rife, but it's especially rife in the NBA. And this is a terrible look for Adam Silver. Now, I'm not saying that he has, he's directly at fault here, but it's this culture where everything is betting ads. Everything's betting. If you looked at the NBA Finals, there was betting ads everywhere, betting advertisements everywhere. You know, your jerseys are full of advertisements, but the NBA floor didn't have the O'Brien Trophy. Do you know what I'm saying? On the floor,
right.
It's just like it's a microcosm of where the NBA is going. You know what I'm saying? It's just like they jumped into bed with this, but I mean, it's a terrible look when a Hall of Fame point guard, Chauncey Billups, the current, well, now not current now, but the current head coach of the Portland Trail Blazers, is directly involved in some of the most egregious schemes.
Yes.
Did you see the video of Terry Rozier blatantly selling a game? Like,
I think I did, yeah.
Yeah, do you know what I'm talking about? Where I don't know who he was playing, but he was just launching shots just willy-nilly 10 feet wide, and then he'd like looked like deliberately passing to the opposition, and then just strolling back, and then calling himself injured. This is a problem. What I will say is, this is going to be the biggest scandal in NBA history.
It could be.
It's going to be right there with the Black Sox scandal in MLB. I think this is going to be worse than the Astros trash can stuff. I think this is worse. You're getting players openly blowing games. I wrote an article in the Orlando Magic game on April 6th versus the Cavaliers. I don't know if you know this story.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, one of the starters of the Magic who was injured let a co-conspirator know that before it made public that all 5 starters are going to be injured. And then the co-conspirator let the mob know, and then the mob made a bet for the Cavs, $11,000, and they made a big fucking killing because it was announced because you've been told way in advance that the Magic were going to be playing their starters. This is a huge problem, and it's very scary, and I think it's going to get a hell of a lot worse.
It can. Great pass by Towns for the dunk by Anunoby. Boucher at the top of the key. The Knicks have inserted Tyler Kolek and Jordan Clarkson. Boucher looking to dish. He finds Derek White. White on the drive. White inside. Shot is altered and blocked by Anunoby. Towns tries to dive for the ball, but it is out of bounds.
Oh my God, Adam Silver's being interviewed.
Yeah. I was about to mention that. I wanted to let you talk. I was like, oh, look who's talking.
Oh, fuck. Right. What I'm going to do...
Go ahead.
You're going to announce the game. I'm going to rewind it, and I'm going to listen to his interview. I want to see his comments on the scandal. It's going to be crazy. It'll be like Brian Cashman levels of spin, I almost guarantee.
And it looks like, I think it was a shot clock violation on the Boston Celtics, so the Knicks will get the basketball while Dial looks to investigate Adam Silver on his word. Anywho, Tyler Kolek will bring up the 4 for the New York Knicks. Pass deflected. Knicks do not get a backcourt violation. Bridges brings it up half court looking. Finds Towns. Towns defended by Jaylen Brown at the top of the key. Towns looking to dish this time. Knicks trying to get a handoff or so. Towns hands to Tyler Kolek. Kolek high, drives. Anunoby corner 3. That's good. OG Anunoby from downtown. The Knicks are now down by 3. Into the half court. Brown defended by Bridges. Hands to Simons. Simons pulls back. 3-pointers up. No good. Tip up. Rebounded by Boucher. Hands to Simons back to White. Now Jaylen Brown wide open in the corner this time. No good. Rebound Bridges. He saves it. Towns will bring it up the floor this time. Towns has it. Gives to Clarkson. Clarkson for 3. Ties the game. Jordan Clarkson from downtown. White with the pass in transition has it. Retreats to the 3-point line. Drives on Towns. White looks, finds Simons. Now back to White. He loses the ball out of bounds. Knicks basketball. We're all knotted up at 30 with about 10-14 to play. Tyler Kolek in for point guard for the New York Knicks. Kolek will bring it up in his new minutes, should I say. Kolek hands to Bridges. Bridges looking for a man. Bridges finds Towns. Towns at the high post, looking to dish. Towns looks, feeds Anunoby. Anunoby inside, trying to back down Boucher. Anunoby turns, fires. No good. Rebound Pritchard. Jaylen Brown's going to run the floor in transition. Finds Pritchard. Pritchard at the top, defended by Towns. Hands to White. White back to Pritchard. Pritchard back to White. Now back to Pritchard. Pritchard top of the key 3, shot short. Ball goes out of bounds. New York Knicks basketball. Again, guys, if you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe as well. Plenty more games to stream. I did make an announcement on the community notes about where my career is heading. Doesn't mean I'm going to stop the channel. But the Knicks are back into their offense. Kolek drives, pick and roll scenario. Kolek kicks the corner. Mikal Bridges, corner 3 is up. Corner 3 rattles in. Knicks up 33-30. Time out Celtics. Paint touches and spray threes, folks. Yeah, the Celtics lost by 1 on Wednesday night to the Philadelphia 76ers. Can't wait for Donald to get back. I know he's watching the interview. But Embiid played terrible, but VJ Edgecombe had a phenomenal night for the Philadelphia 76ers, the rookie. But Donald is obviously watching, but I'm going to actually give my thoughts on the scandal. I know Donald is watching. It has the potential for this scandal to be absolutely treacherous, and if the FBI, the DOJ, whatever you want to say, has the potential to do a full crackdown, I think they should for the betterment. I know it would cost the NBA in terms of optics, but as fans, we could argue for so many games and all these different things about betting, whether it has affected referees, so many scenarios. Donald is going to come back and give us his thoughts.
That wasn't pretty, man. That wasn't pretty. He was asked about Terry Rozier because that they did an investigation in 2023,
yes.
And they, Adam Silver and the league office decided they didn't have any evidence, insufficient evidence, so let him off with it. He didn't really have an explanation for it. He says that he was trying to protect the players' rights as well, and then he started going on that the FBI have more powers than the league office does, and he just kind of...
He was talking in circles.
Yeah, he was. He apologized to the fans, and he couldn't wait to talk about OKC looking so good to start the season and the Knicks game. He didn't really have any explanation. He looked kind of nervous, and it's not a good look, man. It's not a good look. He just talked in circles. He didn't really have any explanation for anything.
Yeah, honestly, Donald, my thoughts as I'm actually about to update the scoreboard. The Knicks are on a 11-0 run as of right now. Tyler Kolek and Jordan Clarkson and Bridges making differences. But my thought is it has the potential to get ugly. I don't know how ugly it's going to get. Obviously, we heard, if you go back to 2006, the whole Tim Donaghy scandal. You know what? I'm going to be honest with you. If there's a referee, there should be multiple officials that are investigated by the NBA, by the FBI. If you want to go, if I'm the DOJ, why would I half-ass this kind of investigation? I'm going full throttle. And yeah, I know it would make the NBA look bad. There's other sports we could debate. Obviously, the NFL has terrible officiating. They're very much in bed with sports betting. Baseball, to some extent, I don't think it's a lot, though. But if you're going to go full throttle, go full throttle. Investigate Scott Foster. Investigate Tony Brothers. Investigate Ed Malloy, Jason Goble. There's a few referees who aren't on the fan shit list to say. But anyways, we are back to action as Peyton Pritchard hands off to Anthony Simon. Celtics out of a timeout.
Dude, your take isn't far off because remember there was that documentary about the official that was...
Hell yeah.
That was quiet.
Pritchard launches a three, rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Here comes Tyler Kolek, hands to Bridges. Bridges on the drive. Bridges waits. Bridges drives into the paint, kicks out to Anunoby, and the pass a little high. Anunoby cannot save it, so it is Celtics basketball. But you're absolutely right, Don. Yeah, that's essentially my take on the whole aspect. It can get ugly. I just don't know how far they're going to get. They can if they want to. It's just whether they want to uncover all the skeletons.
I mean, I'm saying this because I'm almost out of praying, but I don't believe the NFL is nearly as easy to rig as the NBA is.
No,
because there's 11 dudes that are fighting for their lives out there because it's the most dangerous sport in the game. NBA, it's just 5 dudes, and if one guy wants to
chuck shots,
mess with the over/under, he can do it. And the mob is directly involved in the NBA, and that's a terrible sign. That is a frightening sign.
It is terrible. Celtics get the ball off a Karl Anthony Towns turnover, kicks out to Pritchard. Pritchard pick and pop. This time it goes. The Celtics have knotted this game back up at 33 points apiece. OG Anunoby will bring up the ball. He's going to be pressured high by Derek White. Anunoby hands to Jordan Clarkson. Clarkson looks to hand off. He finds Anunoby defended by Pritchard. Anunoby hands to Towns. Towns looking to dish at the top of the key, nearly. Towns looks. Towns. Hands. Pass deflected. Back out to Towns. Towns drives down the lane. Towns inside off the glass. In and out. Rebounded by the Celtics. Celtics looking to push. They have a 5-on-4. White looks. Pritchard. Pritchard pass deflected out of bounds by Kolek. Derek White chatting it up with his teammate Jaylen Brown on the bench. Celtics will have about 2 seconds to shoot if the clock is right. No, it's not, as they go to 18. I was about to say that would have been a really quick 24 seconds. Looks like they're going back to this 5-out with Yabusele. Not totally a fan of that.
Who knew? Why is Towns sitting? No.
Simons defended by Anunoby to the right. Drives down the lane. Inside kicks. Corner 3 for White, and it's good to go. Derek White from downtown. Kolek looking for a man. Screen from Yabusele. Drives. Looks. Trying to feed. He finds Anunoby. Anunoby versus Hauser. Drives down the lane. Anunoby, couple of fakes. Inside. Shot is no good, but a foul. Anunoby will head to the line for 2.
What do you see that's different in game 2 as opposed to game 1? Because we're kind of struggling a little bit.
I think the Celtics are trying more pick and pops with many
Right.
different guys. You saw Tillman. You saw Sam Hauser. They're forcing the Knicks, and the Knicks are late at switching. That's the issue. That's, I think, what you're seeing. You saw the most recent possession with Clarkson where he was over-helping on the corner. I should say over-helping in the paint as Anunoby knocks down the first, which allowed that Derek White 3 to happen. So it's a little bit of over-helping. It's also the Celtics are throwing in the pick and pop from various players. It's not just one. Anunoby last year an 81% free throw shooter. He knocked down his first. He's going to knock down his second. Deuce McBride at the scorer's table by Clarkson gets a screen to the left. White pulls up, high arcing 3. That's way off. Rebound Yabusele. Kolek in transition gets a screen from Yabusele. Dishes, nice pass to Yabusele. Hicks to the corner. That's Clarkson. Clarkson 3. Fouled beyond the no foul beyond the 3-point line. I thought he got hit. White on the drive. White inside. Shots blocked. No foul there. Bridges trying to battle for the ball, and a foul is called on White.
That's crazy. That's a foul all day, man. I don't know what more you needed to do. You got literally fouled taking that shot. Clarkson was like protesting as well.
Bridges with the block. Give him credit for that with the help. But yeah, I thought Clarkson was hit. There's a couple fouls that haven't been called. I'm not trying to whine. Bridges with the ball, hands to Kolek. Kolek, Yabusele screen, drives down the lane. Inside lefty lay is good from Kolek.
That's my boy.
Simons hands to White in transition, left of the screen. White looks, corner to Hauser. Hauser hands to White. Knicks switch the screen. White versus Clarkson, hands back to Hauser. Hauser at the top of the key, hands back to White. 8 to shoot. White trying to battle. White looks, finds Hauser. Pass tipped up in the air and tries to save it as Kolek. But he's had some nice deflections. 2 deflections for Kolek. 2.4 seconds left.
Kolek.
Very active hands.
Kolek got a lot of praise after his performance in the first game, and he's
Right,
carrying it on well in game 2.
2.4 seconds. White to Keta. Keta is bumped, but drives to the basket. Shot's no good. Rebounded by McBride. McBride, one-on-one, drives down the lane, hands to Clarkson. Clarkson drives. Clarkson inside. Beautiful layup, no good. Rebound, Yabusele. Kicks out, and a foul is called as Yabusele was fouled on the pass. I like that scoop layup from Tyler Kolek.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. He's a good finisher. He's a good finisher in the paint. When he's determined to do it, he can do it.
So apparently, Donald, we played the 76ers on Wednesday per the Amazon graphic. Apparently, we played the Sixers and the Boston Celtics played the Cavs.
Oh, good Lord. That's a terrible play.
That's amateur hour stuff, regardless. Kolek looking a dish. He finds McBride. McBride hands to Kolek. Kolek 1-on-1, 11 to shoot. Gets a screen from Yabusele. Kolek pulls up 3. Shot short. Rebounded, taken out. Clarkson hustling. He gets it. Clarkson versus Gonzalez. 12 to shoot. Clarkson drives down the lane. Clarkson spins, but he is fouled by Hugo Gonzalez. Looks like it's not going to be in the active shooting as he was fouled driving to the basket. Be a new shot clock for the Knicks. Kolek looking inbound, looking, finds Yabusele. Yabusele should take that 3. He does. He fires. He hits. Guerschon Yabusele from downtown.
Finally.
He's arrived.
That was a smooth shot.
Simons. Kolek trying to fight through the screen. They're debating whether it's an offensive foul. And looks like it's going the other way. It is an offensive foul.
That is definitely an offensive foul. My God. Good old Kolek, man. I'm digging him.
He's aggressive. He might not be the best fundamentally. You saw the deflections. He was trying to fight through that screen. Good work.
Yeah, obviously he's a work in progress on the defensive end. On the offensive end, he's as close to like perfect in terms of a backup point guard as you can get. He just needs to continue to be a bit more aggressive, but we're seeing it. He's more aggressive in this game than he was in the first game.
McBride from the wing. Shot is no good. Tip up. And Clarkson with another offensive rebound. Bridges to Brunson. Brunson down the lane. Brunson stops, doubled, kicks out. McBride, no good on the corner 3. Rebound taken, tipped, and it'll be Knicks basketball. Yabusele trying to fight for that rebound, but it was off Gonzalez last. Knicks are very gritty on the offensive boards.
It's good.
You know, listen, just because you're a modern offensive team doesn't mean you can't do the gritty things.
Oh, it's important that they do.
Bridges drives, open paint, scores.
Good breakdown there from the Celtics.
Bridges with the steal. Here comes McBride. McBride inside. Shot's no good, but a foul.
Well done, Bridges. That's great. Oh, man. McBride should have passed back to Bridges.
I agree with that. I thought he was going to, but he didn't.
That was a little selfish. I'm not a big fan of that.
Nope, don't like that, in the words of Michael Scott.
Nope, don't like that. What a play by Bridges, bro. Bridges on fire.
McBride knocks down the first. I'm happy that listen, I wanted to be wrong on Mikal Bridges. So far, I'm wrong because obviously last year, me and you were critical, and some Knicks fans were. But as you can see, Donald, as McBride knocks down the second, this team's playing a little loose this year.
Dude, Bridges is a different player. This is not the Bridges that we saw last year at all. So, we were at every right to criticize because you could tell he just didn't buy in. He didn't buy into tips.
Yeah.
He just didn't like it. You could tell. But this is a different dude. Like he's up for it. He's aggressive.
Jordan Clarkson with another 3-pointer. Timeout, Boston. How about Clarkson with 2 threes?
What a pass by Brunson. Beautiful.
36-47. I'm sorry, Donald. I didn't mean to cut you off. I thought that was a great highlight.
Oh, it sure was.
But you're absolutely right, Donald. 2 different players.
Good to see from Brunson, though. Pushed it up the paint. Pushed it up the floor quick. Beautiful assist there to Clarkson.
Let me check. Because I said it earlier, or just a few seconds ago. Let's check how the Knicks are doing on the boards. So the Knicks have 22 rebounds. They have 8 offensive rebounds to the Celtics 4.
How many defensive rebounds do the Celtics have?
It's 15-14 in favor of the Celtics, but the Knicks have 13 assists, which is over the Boston Celtics 8.
Wow. And the funny thing is, the Knicks
Just
have
add on
only
the shot.
the Knicks have only really just started to play over the last 5 minutes.
Yeah. They were
Which
missing
is a
some
good
shots in the
sign.
first quarter, so that number could only be bigger.
Yeah. I think it's a good sign. I mean, we're up 11, and we've not played well until, basically until Clarkson took the floor. So maybe it's a good sign that in the second half we can really put our foot in their necks.
Go full throttle. I mean,
I was impressed by that
give credit
bounce
to a
pass.
Yabusele.
Sorry, man.
Oh yeah, that was great. No, good, oh good. I was gonna say Yabusele. We were had questions with him game one. Second quarter, he's had some underrated hustle, and he hit that 3-pointer.
Yep. Brunson 6 points, Brown 8. Six points,
Hey, guys.
2 assists.
Yeah, let him dish a little bit more. I think as we were talking about some of those possessions, I think Brunson's going to have. I think Brunson's in the process. I guess I would call it of trying to find. Okay, when do I shoot? When do I pass? When do I isolate? When do I not isolate? When can I find a mismatch? When can I not find a mismatch? Because I think the idea of multiple ball handlers is great. And we talked about that, Donald, in the offseason. We're like, okay, the Knicks need to get themselves a secondary ball handler next to Brunson.
Right.
Now
we certainly got that. We almost got tertiary ball handlers.
You got Anunoby handling the ball a little bit. You got Jordan Clarkson handling the ball a little bit. You got Bridges. You got McBride.
Got Kolek.
Hart. Yeah. And it's all for the team's success. Let's see how the Knicks finish the back half of the second quarter. Jaylen Brown is in. Anthony Simons will bring the ball up, defended tightly by Deuce McBride. Simons defended tightly. Screen comes from Pritchard. They switch it, where Brunson's now going to take the Simons assignment. They switch it again. Simons defended by Bridges. Hands to Brown. Brown on the drive. Brown trying to back down. Turns, fires. No, he's actually going to pass to Simons for 3. Shots, no good. Rebound, Yabusele. Here come the Knicks in transition, though. Brunson, one-on-one, dribbles, drives on Brown. Brunson feeds. Yabusele hands to Brunson. Brunson trying to get across the screen from Yabusele. Brunson drives down the lane. Brunson inside. Layup's good in the foul.
Hey!
Oof, he took a shot to the face.
That's what I want to see.
Jalen Brunson will go to the line for the old-fashioned 3-point play.
Dude, cooked number 26.
He cooked Xavier Tillman, yeah. That's what 5-out spacing allows you to do. Brunson knocks down the free throw. Knicks up 14. Pritchard brings up the ball, goes left. Defended by Bridges, hands to Brown. Brown defended by Brunson. Brown trying to back down Brunson. Brunson trying to stay with him, Bridges, and help. Brown turns, he fires, and I think there was a foul called. Don't know if it was on the shot, but a foul nonetheless.
What Brunson did to Tillman is classic Brunson. He reads your hips. He reads where your hips are positioned, and he can tell when he can burst past you. And he read that Tillman's he wasn't in the right spot to defend him, and he just darted past him. He's so good at that.
It's the smallest of machinations of manipulations.
Yeah.
Simons looks, finds Pritchard off the inbound, drives on Clarkson, now pivots, looking, trying to find his man, now swings and spins on him. Inside Pritchard goes. He is fouled as Clarkson got put in the spin cycle there. Foul on Brunson, I believe. But I think there was DJ Zulo of Knicks Film School did like a breakdown on one of the isolations he did on Evan Mobley in the Cleveland game, and it was
It
like
was
so
exactly the same.
genius. It was so genius, Donald. You were saying,
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying. It was exactly the same. It was like carbon copy, and this is what Brunson excels at. And that's what's so cool about content creators now, is that they can analyze these individual little moments like that. So big shout out to him, because I picked up on that. I was like, shit, Brunson's so good at that. That's like his skill. He's such a high IQ basketball player. That's what people that aren't Knicks fans don't realize about Brunson. They just think that he's a foul merchant, but really he's a thinking man's point guard. It's he's 2, 3, 4 steps ahead of you. Even if he's athletically not as gifted as, say, the other, his brain is so much sharper.
well, they're trying out the original starting five from last year. Towns gets in the paint. He is fouled. You'll notice that Josh Hart just had an offensive hustle rebound, so that allowed the second possession. I'm very curious because, again, this was the contingent from last year, the Towns 5 lineup with Josh Hart most likely at the 4, but it could be a different scenario where he's actually playing the 2. But I'm curious to see how Mike Brown tries to hide Josh Hart, because Tibbs couldn't last year, unfortunately. But Towns at the line for 2. That's what matters. And knocks down the first. Again, that's all, folks. That's all part of experimentation. Sinks both Karl Anthony Towns. 52-39 as we get to about close to 3 minutes left here in the second quarter. Jaylen Brown, defended by Anunoby, drives on him into the mid-range, hands to Hauser. Hauser hands to Pritchard. Pritchard taken up by Brunson. Pritchard spins, gives out to Hauser. Hauser three-pointers up, three-pointers good. Sam Hauser has been a constant for these Celtics. Brunson defended by Pritchard in the half court. Brunson looks, finds Towns. They have the mismatch. Towns backing him down, double-teamed. And Towns, shots no good, no foul call there. Rebound, Jaylen Brown. Pritchard. Brown inside to Tillman. Tillman inside for the layup.
Come on, Towns. That's my big frustration with him. Like, how does he fall down like that? He's a giant. He's a strong dude, too.
Foul there as Brunson nearly pulled off an unbelievable shot as he'll go to the line for 2. I think Towns.
Oh. Brunson's definitely getting involved a lot more now, which is good.
I think Towns was better off passing that. I don't know what the spacing looked like on that play where they were sending a double towards his way. I think he was better off passing that.
Oh yeah, it's a big frustration.
I get it.
He's a giant and he always falls down. It's like, how do you lose your feet like that?
It's like he always slips on a banana peel.
It's weird. It's weird. But a foot away from the basket, he's a different player. He's like he's just so good. He's like I don't know, he's like a 7-foot fucking shooting guard, if anything.
That makes sense. Both free throws knocked out by Jalen Brunson. Knicks up by 10 with about 2:09 to play. Pritchard brings the ball up, defended by Bridges. Pritchard stops, hands to Hauser. Hauser's been red hot. Shots no good. Rebound, battle for it. Great play by Hart, grabbing the tough board. Hart, with almost his headband off, is fouled. No, he's not fouled. Hart looks, feeds Brunson. Brunson sidesteps, kicks. Anunoby three-pointer shot is short. Rebound Towns. Towns in the paint. And no foul called there. Now they call a foul.
Well, I've been very impressed with Josh Hart, bro. Oh, come on. Towns was definitely fouled. Come on. Josh Hart has been great. Like, he's not holding anything back, man. He like back injury, who gives a shit? I'm fighting. I love it.
First free throw is good. And Hart, as you saw, his headband was starting to come off.
Absolutely.
The energy is relentless. Jason Tatum having a word with Jalen Brunson. Interesting uniform Jason Tatum has decided to put on. Don't know what kind of occasion that would be for, as he's talking with the referees for whatever reason.
Right? I know he's in street clothes, but what is this?
Towns sinks the second free throw. Pritchard defended by Bridges. Now hands to Brown. Brown screen to the left. Brown on the drive. Brown kicks to the corner. That's Simon. Simon's off the dribble. Hands to Pritchard. Pritchard drives down the lane. He pulls back a step back three. That's well short. Rebound Josh Hart. Here comes Jalen Brunson. Pass to Bridges. Oh, beautiful alley-oop there. The Knicks are up 14.
Oh my God. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's how you play basketball.
Brown. Dribble stolen by Towns. Towns hands to Hart. Hart looks. Trying to find a man. Towns drives down the lane inside. Shot is good and the foul. Karl Anthony Towns with the Euro step and the contact.
Look at that.
He will go to the line for the old-fashioned 3-point play.
The Knicks on a 27-8 run.
And that's with the non-working 5-out lineup from last year. It's
That's
insane.
Great. Damn, this Knicks team was looking good.
Towns has had himself a game offensively.
Oh, dude, Towns has been great. He's been fucking great.
Knocks down another free throw as Chris Gent is talking over with Mike Brown and Rick Brunson. Brown hands to Anthony. Simon's defended by Hart. Hands to Tillman. Tillman at the top of the key looking for handoff defended by Towns. Nearly missed a cut there. Hauser looks, defended by Brunson. Hauser comes across the screen, kicks to Tillman. Tillman inside, stolen by Anunoby like an interception. Anunoby will bring it up slowly.
Oh, look at that.
Brunson across the town screen. Brunson in isolation. Pulls, step back three. No good. Rebound taken by Hart. Hart looks back to Anunoby. Top of the key. Bang! OG Anunoby from downtown. The Knicks are up 20.
Oh, yeah. Boom. You know, Sunil's prediction might be on.
If they keep playing this way, shot clock's turned off. The Knicks have 14 second chance points. Brown gets a screen. He is fouled by Hart, as it was the foul to give. They might put in Deuce McBride for defense. Josh Hart, round of applause for your first half, bro.
Oh, he's been great. That's
Towns
a smart foul, too.
Towns checks out for the sake of on-ball defense before the half. The Knicks have 18 fast break points. 18 to the Celtics, 0.
Oh, that's an annihilation.
I have a video clip for that. I'll describe it in a sec. Brown defended by Hart. 4 down to 3. Brown down the lane, stops. Beautiful fake. Brown inside, misses. At the end of 2, at the end of the half, the Knicks are up 64-44.
It's great.
In terms, and must I say, I'll put up the scoreboard to update halftime. And I'll go, and I want to grab something after I say this, where I put this up. Halftime. 64-44. Took a little bit to get to that run, but the differentiation between second chance points and fast break points for the Knicks on the Celtics is
That was obliteration.
Obliteration.
Obliteration. We did. We obliterated him. Towns, bro. 16 points, 6 boards, 3 assists. That's fucking great.
Absolutely. I'm going to break down some of the halftime stats real quick. We'll see how the Knicks are doing. I'm sure they're doing very well regardless. 64-44, obvious score. Both teams are shooting 40% from the field. 40.
40.
4-0.
Wow. But
So they've
so the key to the difference is the second chance opportunities and fast break. That's
also the recent. I was also going to say, Donald, the recent uptick in three-point shooting. The Knicks took 14 threes, I believe, at the end of the first quarter. They've taken 27 at this half in total. The Knicks have knocked down 37% of their threes, as opposed to the Celtics 30% of their threes. Also, with that, Knicks between offensive and defensive rebounds. Donald, you mentioned the second chance points. Both the Knicks lead offensive and defensive rebounds. Offensive rebounds, 12-4.
Get the box score up, my guy. Let's have a look at the old box score.
Yeah, let's share it real quick. Here we go. As where I was, offensive rebounds, 12-4. Defensive rebounds, 17-16. Okay. Assists, 16-10.
Blocks,
5 steals to 0 for the Knicks. 4-2 blocks for the Celtics. To the Knicks, total turnovers. The Knicks have only had 4 turnovers.
That's great.
As opposed to the Celtics 10. Fast break points, you down mentioned it. Excuse me. 16-0. Points in the paint, 20-16. Fouls, Celtics 15-7. Largest lead has been 20-8.
Well, let's look at the top scorers.
Top scorers, Karl Anthony Towns, 16 points, 5 of 6 from the field. From the free throw line. 4 of 10 from the field. Sam Hauser, 3 of 5, which is all of his points made were three-pointers. But if you want to get into the Knicks individual scoreboard, only 1 minus. Everybody else is plus. Towns 16, OG 10, Bridges 9 points, but he's a plus 23 on the court.
Yeah, it feels like Bridges has done a hell of a lot. 9 points, a block, 2 steals, 3 boards. Yeah, he's been active, man. Brunson 11 points,
3 of
assists.
8, and 3 assists as you mentioned, plus 8. Deuce McBride, he's a plus 9 with 2 points. He does have a steal and 3 assists. That's very underrated. Going to the bench, Jordan Clarkson, plus 19 and 6 points off the bench.
Clarkson looks great.
Josh Hart, 6 rebounds, 6 in 9 minutes.
What? That's stupid.
6 rebounds in 9 minutes.
That is stupid. Has he only played 9 minutes and a half? It feels like
9 minutes
crazy.
and a half.
That's crazy.
He's only a plus 2, which is surprising. Guershon Yabusele, he's a plus 10. I think he's played well. 4 rebounds, an assist, 3 points. Tyler Kolek, I think he was very good in doing the little things. He made some nice passes. 3 assists for Tyler Kolek. 4 players, have 3 assists. Towns, Brunson, McBride, Kolek.
So Kolek has as many assists in just 6 minutes as Brunson, the lead point guard, in 16?
In 18 minutes, yeah.
18, jeez. Even more impressive. That's why I like Kolek, baby.
You are absolutely getting your wish.
Towns is the star, though. Let's do our ratings.
Towns, I'll give him an A, just a pure A.
Oh, that's an easy one. That's an easy one. Easy A.
Brunson, I think he's played better this half as opposed to the first half of last game. He's turned it on a little bit. Give him maybe a B minus. I think he's working his way up.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with a B minus just because he's the best player on the team and he's not playing like it. So give him a B minus.
He'll turn up eventually. Mikal Bridges, I think he's an A as well.
Oh, easy A.
OG Anunoby.
Shoot, was it 10 points?
Plus 10.
1 steal, 1 assist, 2 rebounds. He's been okay.
I think he's been fine.
Not as impactful as game 1, so I'm going to give him a B minus.
I'm actually
going to give him a B. I'm going to give him a B.
You could go with, I'm going to say B or a B plus.
Yeah, I'll give him a
Not as
solid.
impactful. I think he's played well. It's just
Yeah.
like I think Mikal Bridges has stood out just a tad more. But Deuce McBride,
Yeah.
shot hasn't fallen, but his defense has been there.
Oh, he's been great. B.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with a B. He's got 3 assists. That says enough. Let's see. Let's go to the bench. We'll go with Jordan Clarkson, plus 19 with 6 points.
I'm giving him an A.
I'm gonna give him an A as well. I can't argue about Jordan Clarkson. Maybe he had one.
The
defensive
game
breakdown.
changed as soon as Clarkson took the court. Once he took the floor, then it was a completely different game.
Let's go with your boy Tyler Kolek, plus 12, 2 points in 6 minutes with 3 assists.
It's great. B+.
It's hard to argue against an A, honestly, or a B+, honestly. I think he's played that well. I think he's done exactly he's ran the points, so I think
He
he's
really
done
is.
Yeah.
He's our
This
best natural point guard, if you actually want to be honest.
If you want to be like serious about it, sure. I think this guy deserves an A+. Josh Hart.
I love that. Yeah.
Six
good
rebounds.
In
6
9
rebounds in 9 minutes, 2 points, plus 2. Should be higher, honestly, but
Yeah. I mean, I can't have him higher than Towns, so I'm just going to give him an A.
that's fine. That's fine. Just for the sake of effort, I would put him in A+.
Yeah.
Guershon Yabusele. I think he's played better, especially in the second quarter. I think
Yeah,
he's
he
done-
listened to you. He listened to you. And he woke up a little bit. Yeah, I'll give him a B.
Yeah, I'll give him a solid B as well. And then Landry Shamet, he hit a 3-pointer. He also has 3 rebounds, by the way, so it's like
Well,
a
that's
solid
good.
B.
Yeah, I think a B for him as well. See, nobody gets worse than a B.
That's a compliment. That's great. But,
You know what? The Celtics are a weird team. Like, how do you feel about their offseason? Because for me, I don't think they made the use of their assets that they traded away. They didn't really get much back. I know that they were hamstrung and they really wanted to clear salary and really go for it next year. But I don't know. I feel that you probably could have gotten a little bit more for like Porzingis and
well, let's
and
look up the
Holiday.
return.
Yeah, the returns a little because you look at that team and it's like, wow, they don't have that much talent. You know what I'm saying? It's
No,
like
it's
they couldn't
weird.
put together a better bench.
It's like the cap really hit them hard.
Yeah, they overpaid and then
It cost them.
they're paying the price. But I mean, it's been a miracle comeback from Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum's already working out, bro.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like he could be ready to go for like January, February, but if the Celtics aren't going to be competing, then there's no point of him playing. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd be interested to talk to a Celtics fan. From my opinion, I think they kind of blew it up a little bit early.
Now, here's a part of your underwhelming return, Donald. Drew Holiday was traded straight up for Anthony Simons. Straight up. No draft compensation.
Yeah, they should have probably gotten draft compensation. Now, I do like Simons. I thought, oh, shit, I quite like that. So that's not the worst one. I didn't like the Porzingis trade.
Let's get the return on that, shall we? And it was we talked about it last time. He was suffering from what they call POTS, which I never heard of, but that
What?
was
What's it called?
it's called. Let me. I don't think I even went into. Maybe I did when it didn't go into this last time. It was called because Donald, you were questioning like we were all questioning Porzingis because he talked about his inability to breathe, all these different things in the playoffs.
I thought
It's
it was post-COVID. That's what I thought it was.
No, it's called POTS disease, and POTS disease is postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. It is a condition that affects the autonomic nervous system, causing an abnormal increase in heart when standing up,
Oh, my God.
accompanied by symptoms by like lightheadedness, fainting, fatigue, and brain fog. So it's a really one-in-a-kind disease.
And he actually still tried to play basketball like that?
Yes.
That's, I mean, honestly, I can't hate on him. Like, that sounds horrible.
It does sound
That
horrible.
sounds fucking
does.
horrible.
It was so odd, but I want to continue off your point, Donald.
Yeah.
This was the three-team trade. Georges Niang went to the Celtics, but he eventually was traded to the Utah Jazz. So that was just a quick throwaway. He could have been a useful player on the Celtics, I feel, but regardless. So Niang was sent and a second-round pick to the Celtics. Terrence Mann and the 22nd pick overall were sent to Brooklyn. So the Celtics only got a second-round pick.
Yeah, that's
for Porzingis. Porzingis was the final, you could argue, him and Holiday were the final pieces to that championship squad. I would think you get more in return.
I know. And it turns out that it was just a serious fluke. I think that's a terrible trade. I mean, I know that they needed to clear some salary, but they could have gone some more from him. We got Uncle Tats in the chat.
What's up, Uncle Tats? Thank you for coming in here, my man. Thank you, Uncle Tats. So, a quick story. I was originally going to tell this last game. I didn't get the chance to because I think love you, Uncle Tats. I was discussing this last game. I mentioned that I have a coworker who was from Buffalo who moved down here. He's a Giants and Knicks fan. Donald, do you remember that game in 2016-2017? It was Melo's last year with the Knicks, where the game went into like double overtime, triple overtime in Atlanta, where Melo fouled out, Kristaps Porzingis fouled out, and Courtney Lee hit the game-tying shot. The Knicks would eventually lose, but do you remember that game a little bit?
I do remember it, yes.
My buddy Curtis was at that game.
Wow.
And he actually had video of Courtney Lee hitting the game-tying shot. He showed me.
Shit. That's cool. That's cool.
And it depends on what happens. Obviously, I'm going to have my mom coming for Christmas. And the Knicks play in Atlanta December 27th, which, as I mentioned, Atlanta is about an hour 40, 2 hours away. Like, if I'm by myself and Alex is, like, working, I would not oppose driving down there for the game.
When's that game?
December 27th, Knicks Hawks.
Oh, it's after Christmas. That'll be a fun game, man. That should be fun. Yeah, I wonder how the Hawks are going to be like this year because I quite like Porzingis and Trae Young. I think that's going to be kind of a fun offensive roster. Not any defense though. Good on offense.
Well, I'll say this. They did add Nickeil Alexander-Walker. I think they have a very nice team. Are they the top of the top? No. But I think they have a very nice team. So their starting lineup goes Trae Young, Dyson Daniels, Zachary Reese-Shea, Jalen Johnson, Porzingis. Then you have Kennard off the bench, Nickeil Alexander-Walker off the bench, Onyeka Okongwu off the bench. I'm sure I'm missing like somebody who's key to the rotation.
And Jaden Daniels is one of the best defensive players in the NBA.
Dyson Daniels, yeah.
I love that player. I love that guy. He's great. For
that game, Donald, I was surprised because tickets were a lot expensive when I last looked them up. Hawks Knicks, December 27th at 8 p.m. from $58 up.
Dude, that's not bad.
No.
I'd pay $60 for that.
Especially that in most cases the Knicks fans would take over. Why the hell not? I might have to talk to my boy Man Cave. I'd be like, hey, I'm coming. I live an hour away now, 2 hours away. There's no reason we can't get together. And the next time they play is in April. But what's really, and let's be real, what's important about April? Because at this point, you're just clinching down seeds and stuff. It's like around Christmas time, I think that's attractive. As I said, tickets were like $130, I think, when I last looked. And they like significant drop off for whatever reason, which is a good thing. But we are back to action as all Knicks are setting to get back on the floor.
Let's go.
Let's finish this game. Just remember, guys, fuck Boston forever.
You know, if we put our foot on their necks and then we win the third quarter and, you know, maybe go up 30, then we could play our entire bench the fourth quarter.
Absolutely. Empty out the bench. That's what we hope. We got to get there first, obviously. But Jalen Brunson will bring up the ball for the Knicks as we start the third quarter. Brunson defended tightly by Pritchard. Hands off to Mikal Bridges. Back to Brunson. Brunson is going to get a Towns screen to the right. Brunson rejects the screen, goes left. Brunson hands to Towns. Towns looks to hand off with 6 to shoot. Towns looks, finds Brunson. Brunson gets a screen from Towns. Brunson's the mid-range, pulls back, and is stripped and stolen by Jaylen Brown. The defense collapsed, but it is a shot clock violation nonetheless. Celtics will bring the ball up with Derek White. White looks, finds Jaylen Brown, defended by OG Anunoby, hands off to Derek White. White looking for a man to a handoff. He gets a screen to the right from Keta. White hands to Brown. Brown drives on Anunoby inside and is fouled by McBride.
Brown's got a good, quick first step.
He's been Anunoby with that a few times.
Oh, we got Jeffrey. Jameson's actually a Celtics fan.
Yeah,
Jeffrey, how do you feel about your roster this year? Because we were discussing it. How would you feel about it?
That should have been an offensive foul. It wasn't. Mike Brown not happy. Sam Hauser, corner 3. That's good. I thought Anunoby was pushed into that screen or away from it. Brunson looking for a handoff. Is going to go left to the screen from Towns. Brunson drives down the lane. Brunson looks, finds Anunoby. Anunoby moves, fires. Shot is short. Rebound Pritchard. Pritchard screen to the left. Pritchard drives to the mid-range. Pritchard looks, feeds inside to Keta. Keta inside, looks, fires. Hook shot is good.
He doesn't feel good about the roster this year. I can't blame you, man.
Towns hands to Anunoby. Back to the corner for Bridges. Bridges on the drive. Nearly stripped. Bridges hit. No foul called. They come to double. Deuce drives down the lane. Good help defense from Brown. Anunoby, 3-pointers up. 3-pointers short. Tipped off and rebounded by the Celtics. Here comes Derek White in transition. White hands to Brown. Brown, 3-pointer. No good. Rebound Brunson. Brunson versus Keta. Isolation. Brunson backing away. Towns trying to get in position. He gets in the low post. Brunson calling for help. Brunson calls for Anunoby. They switch it. McBride, corner 3 is up. Corner 3, no good. Rebounded by White. White, defended by Bridges. Screen, they switch it. White looks. They find Hauser. Open on the perimeter. 3-pointers up. 3-pointer is good. Timeout, Mike Brown, Knicks.
Oh, my God.
That was from way outside.
Hauser's some 3-point shooter. He's a very good 3-point shooter. He's their only offense, actually.
As of right now, yes.
Yeah, the Knicks have come out really, really sloppy, really slow.
Little groggy, yeah.
Yeah, they're not locked in at all. Gone lazy. It was a smart timeout.
Good timeout, yeah. Don't want the Celtics to get too much of a run. In terms of a baseball update, not like I care, Dodgers are up 1-0 in Toronto.
Yeah, I'm rooting for the Dodgers.
I am nonpartisan to this one.
I just can't root for Canada. Sorry.
I know.
Sorry to the Canadians in the chat. I'm not rooting for Canada.
Okay, let me see this. Zion postered on Victor Wembanyama. Interesting. Threw down a poster.
Cool.
Did you see Donald? I don't know if you caught the Spurs game from Wednesday night. Victor Wembanyama, 40 points.
Fuck.
He absolutely melted whatever the Mavericks were trying to throw at him.
Melted. No, I'll tell you what, man. Although obviously the betting stuff is gonna, possibly completely derail the season. the games have been great. Like the standard has been really good. Like, I mean, it doesn't get any better than the opening OKC game that went in a double OT. I thought the Rockets had it, and then SGA just did his thing. SGA is on fire so far to start this year.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Isn't he averaging like 45 points or something this year?
Let me see. Yeah, 45 because he dropped 35 versus the Rockets, 55 versus the Pacers.
He dropped 55 against the Pacers.
Yes. Insane.
Jeffrey, yeah, that's what we were talking about after the first quarter. It seems like on ESPN this morning, the NBA was looking into Terry. Yeah, they investigated Terry and decided that there was not enough evidence, or let's be honest, they tried to sweep it under the rug.
Yeah,
that's
Ryan,
exactly what it was.
Did you see the Heat details? The Heat knew nothing about Rozier's betting, but the Hornets did and the NBA did. So the Heat, with not their fault, traded for a player that had betting issues.
That sounds like the Miami Heat to me, but it's just an awful look for the NBA that they tried to sweep it under the rug, just like MLB tried to sweep the trash cans under the rug. But this is much worse. This is much, much worse.
Out of the timeout, Brunson hands to McBride, hands to Towns. Towns at the top of the key, hands to Bridges. Bridges pulls up, no fakes, kicks out to McBride. McBride, step back, three-pointers up. Three-pointers, good. Deuce McBride from downtown. Brown in transition this time. Brown defended by Anunoby. Brown nearly traveled on that. Passes deflected in. Deuce goes diving out of bounds. But deflected on that play, it'll be Celtics basketball regardless. Great job of recognizing the help defense there for Mikal Bridges. Reading the play. White inbounds to Brown. Screen to the left from Ketta. Brown in the mid-range. Pulls back, two-pointer, no good. Rebound, Brunson. Brunson gets a screen to the right from Towns. Brunson pulls up for three. Bang! Jalen Brunson from downtown.
Good to see.
Brown to Hauser. Hauser defended by Brunson. Hands to Ketta. Ketta looking for a handoff. Finds Pritchard. Pritchard drives down the lane. Pritchard inside, looking. Walled off by McBride. Pritchard retreats to the perimeter, dribbles, drives down the lane again. Pritchard pulls up mid-range jumper. It's good to go.
What?
McBride hands off to Anunoby, back to Towns.
Impressive.
Towns looks. Brunson comes off the ball again. Brunson drives, pivots. Nice pass to Bridges. Bridges drives down the lane. Mid-range jumper, short. Rebound, Bridges. Brunson open in the corner. This time, three-pointer. It's good. Jalen Brunson with 2 consecutive three-pointers.
There he is.
Pritchard down the lane. Pritchard defended by Pritchard.
Sorry to interrupt, but I don't know if you noticed that entire possession. Brunson was constantly moving. It was like watching Steph Curry. He was constantly moving in the same kind of way that Steph Curry does off ball. I'm not comparing the two, but it worked out similarly because he got back-to-back three-pointers.
Jaylen Brown hits the tough mid-range jumper. Mikal Bridges will bring up the ball. He drives down the lane this time. Ball is stripped as Hauser lost it out of bounds. But you're absolutely right, Donald. That's the ability. That's what Mike Brown has been talking about all offseason. Getting Brunson in motion, getting Brunson off the ball, easy catch and shoot looks. You saw that on the one play where Bridges foresaw the help from Derek White coming into the paint from the corner. He's like, okay, I'm going to dish it to Brunson. Beautiful, beautiful. McBride hands to Towns. Towns defended by Tillman, 12 to shoot. Towns looks, finds McBride. McBride has a screen to the left. McBride defended by Tillman, 6 to shoot. McBride, Bridges, pulls, three-pointer. It's good. Mikal Bridges from downtown. Knicks up 20.
There it is. Now the Knicks have woke up.
Brown down the lane. Fakes. Double pumps. Back out to Tillman. Back to Brown. Brown has the mismatch versus Towns. Drives down the lane. Brown kicks to the corner. Simons. Great rotation by the Knicks. Tightly contested. Air ball. 3 from White. Great rotation.
Look at that. So aggressive. That's why we like Mikal Bridges and Deuce McBride in the same lineup, because they're just so aggressive defending the perimeter.
Absolutely. Brunson pulls. Towns on the drive this time. Towns off the glass, actually fouled on the way up. He'll go to the line for 2. And that's why people love the contingent of Anunoby, Bridges, and McBride in the same lineup. It allows Mikal Bridges to play off ball. Same thing with Deuce. I'm sorry, Anunoby. You have Deuce on the ball. It's not like Mikal Bridges is running through screens every 5 seconds. And he's less tired. You see he's playing with more of an energy. Be sure to update the scoreboard. Yeah, Rozier played for the Boston Celtics. You're absolutely right about that, Jeffrey. Towns knocks down the first. I believe that was the year. I remember Rozier. I remember the Celtics, the one year they went to the Eastern Conference Finals, took bronze Cavs to a Game 7. Going to fix the scoreboard here. His first free throw went in. His second free throw rattles in.
Let's go, Cat.
Simons nearly loses it. High ball pressure there from McBride. Ball's out of bounds in Knicks basketball. That's terrific defense from Deuce McBride without fouling.
Oh, it's unbelievable. Oh, Deuce has made mincemeat out of Simons. Oh, Simons has his head down. He's like, oh God, I want to go home. He looks awful, by the way, Simons. Like, he is just not into this game at all. The Knicks have just sucked the life out of him.
McBride kicks to Brunson. Brunson for the screen. Brunson isolation 11 to shoot. Brunson 1-on-1 drives down the lane, pulls up mid-range. He's in his element, Jalen Brunson.
Oh, good. It's good to see Brunson doing his thing, man.
Brown gets across the screen to the left. Brown on the drive, kicks to Tillman. Tillman, awkward pass there, kicks to Brown. Brown on the drive. Brown stripped, stolen by Anunoby. Here comes Bridges. Bridges feeds Brunson. Alley-oop. Bridges misses the alley-oop off the tip. Rebound Celtics would have been. Hauser from 3. No.
You got to finish that, man.
Brunson with the rebound. Brunson trying to go right off the screen. He does. Brunson pulls, three-pointer. No good. Rebound, Bridges. Back to McBride. McBride to Towns. Towns doubled. Towns has to fight for it and stolen by the Celtics. Towns thought he was fouled. Brunson nearly stripped Simons, but he gets
Towns was fouled. He got hit in the mouth.
McBride driving on Simons. Hands to Towns. Towns versus Tillman. Towns, couple of dribbles, loses it. The ball is stolen by Simons and taken by White. Loose handle by White. Brown to the drive, and out of bounds was Brown. Knicks basketball, Shamet will check in. Hauser will check out. I believe that is Guershon Yabusele ready to check in with Josh Hart as well. Mike Brown telling Deuce McBride, hey, I didn't tell you to come out of the game. Deuce McBride will bring it up. McBride drives down the lane inside. Layup is good. He beat Tillman off the step. Brown pulls up for 3, knocks it down off the wing.
Do you know my prediction? Mike Brown's favorite player will be Deuce McBride.
Oh, I think so too.
Do you know how Hart was Tip's guy?
Yes.
I think McBride is going to be Brown's guy.
His boy Blue.
His boy Blue.
McBride and a loose ball foul on the floor. It will be against Hugo Gonzalez. They're pointing out that the East is up for grabs this year, folks.
I think it's going to be the Knicks Eastern Conference.
Very much so. Yabusele and Hart check in, hands off to Brunson. Brunson to Shamet, passes deflected, bad pass there, and Hart fouled Gonzalez off the steal. Bad pass there from Shamet. So Knicks will get the ball regardless. Looks like Donald's boy Blue is going to check into the game, and Tyler
Hey, my boy, Colin. Do your thing, Ty.
Derek White will bring it up as he's defended by Mikal Bridges. Simon's defended by Kolek. They switch the screen, hands to White. White inside to Brown, defended by Shamet. Brown inside, shot is good. Josh Hart will bring it up. Hart, hands to Shamet. Shamet looks, hands back to Hart. Yabusele comes up. Yabusele looking for a handoff. Hart Yabusele nearly lost it, still has it. Ball's loose, 6 seconds to shoot. Kolek has to plan now. Kolek loses the ball. Great defense by the Celtics. And this is going to be now they called a 24-second shot clock violation.
I mean, that wasn't good from Yabusele.
I think Mike Brown was giving it to him about it.
Get Yabusele off the fucking court.
Anunoby is ready to check in due time.
Dude, do you think Mike Brown was like, yeah, I'm listening to Donald. He's right.
It's possible. Simon's off the Brown screen. They switch it. Boucher looks for a handoff. Finds Simons. Simons down the lane. They switch it. Yabusele guarding Simons in the perimeter. Drives down the lane. Pull-up jumper is short. Well short. Hart with the rebound. They're going to push in transition. Gives to Shamet. Shamet fakes. Yabusele loses it, and it's batted and stolen by the Celtics. A little bit of a high pass there. Brown looks, drives, kicks. White, wing three, short. Rebound Hart, and it looked like he was fouled. He was.
Yeah, I'm starting to not like Yabusele.
He played a good second quarter. I don't know what happened.
I am starting to not like that guy. He looks like one clumsy mofo. Oh, there it is, baby. Here's Midtown.
And I was stunned by this when people started mentioning this on Twitter. I'm going to double check this. I want to make sure my facts are right.
Damn, the garden looks good, baby.
It looks great. Great as always. Let's see. I want to see something. I want to make sure my facts are right.
I do propose that we get to Madison Square Garden at some point this year.
Oh, that's a guarantee. That's a given. That's a given. So let's see if the roster is going to pull up and work with me. Okay, it does. Let's see. Do you know, Donald, that Guershon Yabusele, I'm not trying to make fun of him, this is the facts, is heavier than Karl Anthony Towns?
He does have a bigger ass. Big dumper. Yeah, bro. I don't know. He looks kind of clumsy to me.
A little bit. Towns is like slimmed down to 248.
Yeah.
Yabusele is like 260 something.
Damn.
I mean,
Well,
I guess.
by the way, the weight loss has really helped Towns. He looks so much more agile.
Yeah, because last year when we saw his drives, it was like a brick shithouse.
Right.
It was very rocky. It was like bouncing off of guys. Now it's a little more fluid.
He's not gotten involved in this third quarter, though. He's only got 2 points, and that didn't come from a shot. So he's had no field goal attempts. They need to get Towns involved, considering he was a star in the first half.
Yeah, I tried for those pick and pops. Run pick and roll. I mean, now that they're running mostly 5-out sets, you could do pick and roll without somebody being a deterrent. So I'd like to see that, definitely. I know they're running a lot of Towns in the high post, and which I like. I like Towns in the high post as opposed to the low post.
Oh, I love it.
Where he was doing the handoffs, and he was kind of playing that Sabonis role, I guess, because a lot of Knicks fans mention, obviously, Mike Brown, Sabonis, all those different things, but essentially the same ilk. So, prime access, as Mike Brown was doing the breakdown, they were recording him talking to the team. Also, Rick Brunson was arguing with the officials, I think. Yeah, I just saw Rick Brunson doing this. I'm like, he's obviously pissed at the officials. Tyler Kolek will bring the ball up, and he's subvertently hit. Anyways, Anunoby's blocked at the rim. Yabusele tips it out. Anunoby corner three, shot short, rebounded, battled for, but it's taken by the Celtics. Boucher to Pritchard. Pritchard over the screen, hands to Simon. Simon's on the drive, hands to Gonzalez. Gonzalez in the drive. Gonzalez inside, layup is good. Kolek, screen from Yabusele. Kolek, Yabusele hesitated a few times. Hands to Kolek again off the handoff. Kolek drives down the lane. Kicks out to Hart. Hart blocked that time by Boucher.
Let's go, Cole.
Five seconds to shoot. Shamet looks to inbound. Looking to inbound. He finds Yabusele. Yabusele. 4 seconds. He's got to make a decision. Drives down the lane. Yabusele feeds to Kolek. And, he put it in. Did he get it off in time is the question. He did. Oh, my goodness.
Oh! Let's go, Cole. You are my boy, Blue.
Pritchard finds Boucher. Boucher looking for a handoff. He finds Simons. Simons across the screen, defended by Kolek. Comes for the screen again. 3 to shoot. Kicks. Kolek steals and deflects it. Here comes Hart. Hart looks. Hart. Kolek. Kolek. Corner. Anunoby fakes. Jab steps. Drives. And he throws it right to Pritchard for the interception.
Damn it.
Pritchard for 3. Shot short. Anunoby with the rebound, but a foul. As I think Karl Anthony Towns is about to recheck in.
Thank Christ.
84-65 with about 51 seconds to play here in the third.
Kolek, baby.
Brown in isolation. To his left. Brown on the drive. Brown a couple of fakes. Brown tight jumper. No good. Rebound Towns. Hart. Towns. Fakes. Kolek. Drives. Loses it. And a foul is called on the reach-in. Kolek is taking Simons off the dribble something fierce.
Well, to be fair, the Knicks have taken Simons off the dribble. Like, they're really targeting this dude.
That's the key loss between Simons and Holiday. Holiday is a much better defender.
Oh, yeah. Simons is just not there. And Simons' body language is miserable. He just looks like he doesn't want to be there. He's just like, I'm getting cooked. I'm not going to lie. That's what he's saying.
I'm not going to lie. I'm getting cooked. 12-second differential between shot clock and game clock. Knicks have about 27 seconds on the game clock. On the play clock, about 15 seconds. It is Kolek, Hart, Shamet, Anunoby, and Towns. 5-out lineup similarly. Kolek motioning to get his players in position. And bad execution there from Kolek. It's a turnover. Gonzalez in transition. No go. And it's Knicks basketball. Josh Hart will bring up the Knicks have all the time left on the clock. Shot clock's turned off. Kolek will bring it up to 4. Double comes into Hart. Hart on the drive. Kicks to Shamet. Shamet, corner, 3. And offensive foul. They're going to say Shamet kicked his leg out.
Oh, I don't know about that. I need to see that again.
Towns is in disbelief.
I didn't really see anything there.
Let's see. Unless they said he was out of bounds, which I didn't see.
He wasn't out of bounds. He didn't kick any legs. I don't know what they're talking about.
I don't know what they unfortunately, Donald, as well, they did take away the Tyler Kolek bucket because he still had the ball in his hands at 0 on the shot clock.
No!
Yeah, unfortunately. Great play, though. Brown, triple contested, no good. But at the end of the third quarter, folks, 82-65. Knicks are up by 17.
So the Celtics won the third quarter. Don't like that.
Let's see if the Knicks can put their foot down. If you want to do a full box score check, the Celtics outscored the Knicks by 3. It was 21-18 in favor of the Celtics. But, Donald, here's the jarring thing. And obviously, go back to the second quarter, which was the big explosive one. The Knicks outscored the Celtics in the second quarter 42-14.
42-14. That's absurd. But I'm sorry, 18 points in the third quarter is just no.
Yeah, you could have got it. I think there were some turnovers there that were the cause of the lack of buckets.
Well, I mean, the first 2-3 minutes out of the half,
that didn't help.
They just weren't involved at all. Got a little bit lazy.
If you guys haven't already, once again, hit that like button, subscribe. Also, check in the links down below. Donald's links, PFN, and his Twitter and Pinstripe Chronicles. I made sure to drop that below, as well as everybody else down below. Dylan, Hot Hand Theory, all the guys.
I had such a blast talking Yanks with my boy Luca.
Absolutely, that was great. To keep him, dump him, and the awards. Donald's awards. Giannis had a 30-20 game on 78% shooting.
Did the Bucks win?
Yes, 120. They only won by 6, though.
A 30-20 game. I kind of want Giannis. I'm not gonna lie.
Listen,
what is up, Armand?
Mr. Armand, what is up, bro? What is up? About to dig into this fourth quarter. Let's hopefully the Knicks shut the door. No lead is safe. As Clyde Frazier says, no lead is safe, especially in today's NBA with the 3.
Who do your Jets have on Sunday, Luca?
Cincinnati with Joe Flacco, who just beat the Steelers, by the way.
Bro.
I want them to lose at this point. Tank. I don't
want
them
to. I don't think there's any worry about that, dude. You're 0-7. We'll just tank. Go full throttle in the tank. Don't think you need to worry with the way that Justin Fields is throwing the football.
Well, Aaron Glenn's very stubborn, and he says he doesn't want to tell the media that which quarterback he's starting. He doesn't want to tell them. He's being all arrogant for no reason at 0-7.
It could be Tyrod Taylor.
It could be because the way Woody Johnson criticized Justin Fields, but regardless,
what did Woody Johnson say?
Things would be great. Our offense needs to get better. Only if our quarterback can complete a pass.
Oh my God. That is, oh man, what a mess. Both our
Top-
football teams are in a mess, but that is a particular mess. It's just-
Yes. Anyways, we're back into it as the Celtics start the fourth quarter with a ball. Anthony Simons defended by Tyler Kolek, hands to Pritchard. Pritchard pulls up for three and knocks it down.
Flacco's gonna F the chase. Oh God.
Deuce McBride trying to bring the ball up high. Ball pressure here from the Celtics. Karl-Anthony Towns has it, gives back to McBride. McBride with a screen to the right. McBride pulls up for three. Shot is no good. Rebound taken by Towns. Towns looks, fakes, pulls mid-range jumper. No good. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Don't look now, but it's only 82-68.
Yeah. Foul called on Kolek.
The Knicks are only shooting 39% from the field.
Don't like that.
Yeah, there's a lot to clean up here. I mean, the good news is the Celtics are just not a good team, but like we need to up our level here. There's some things that just too pretty right now.
White over the screen, not once but twice, drives down the lane, floaters up, no good. Put back by Gonzalez is good. Mike Brown not happy about that.
Oh God, that's so lazy. That's super lazy. That can't happen.
Kolek looking for a man. Towns comes to the screen to the left, now goes right. Kolek drives down the lane. Oh, he threw it behind his back, but it's stolen. Here comes Simons Gonzalez and tossed it to Simons. Simons, I thought, was out of bounds. No, but it's a turnover for the Knicks regardless. McBride, Clarkson, three, no good. Rebound, Towns. Towns puts it up, no good. Puts it back, no good. Towns looks double teamed. Inside is fouled.
Dude, this is ugly.
He had about three opportunities to put that in, Donald.
Each shot was worse than the other. Damn it, if I was a Celtics fan, I would be furious at Simons. Have you noticed that his head is down like this the entire game? I've noticed his body language is terrible.
Towns at the line for two. First free throw is up and good. Towns was averaged about 12 boards last year, most for a Knicks since the days of Bob McAdoo back in 77-78.
There's Bob, 12.8 boards a game.
Towns sinks the second, 84-70. Derek White brings up the ball, hands to Simons. Simons defended by Kolek. Looking, he goes right to the screen. Now he's actually going to go left. Over the screen, drives down the lane. Simons pulls back, two. Got it. Kolek, Bridges, hands, McBride, drives, pulls back to Kolek. Kolek down the lane. Kolek feeds Towns. Towns deep three. It's good. Karl-Anthony Towns from downtown. His fourth three-pointer of the game.
Can we please call a timeout?
Derek White has it. White looks against McBride, drives down the lane, is fouled by McBride. Fat Joe looking on. I'm surprised they haven't looked at Celebrity Row yet. Derek White at the free throw line for two. His first one goes in. White last season for the Boston Celtics shot about 83% from the charity stripe. Patrick Ewing in the crowd as well. White's second free throw goes in. It is a 13-point game.
Don't like that.
Towns has at the top of the key off the handoff. Now hands to Kolek. Pass is deflected. Kolek still keeps it. Kolek fires to the corner. He throws that out of bounds. Looks like the Knicks are getting a little, I should say they're kind of folding under this high ball pressure defense.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. Call a timeout. Kolek is struggling out there. He's throwing things behind his back and for turnovers and shit. Let's get Brunson in and let's just stop this shit, right?
As Mike Brown is about to literally put Jalen Brunson in the game.
Good. Just
Simon's at the line for two. It's a miss. His first free throw misses. And the Knicks should be kind of dominating these minutes because Jalen Brown's on the bench.
yeah, I don't like what I've seen in the second half, like at all.
Tyler Kolek will bring it up. No, Brunson actually is not into the game yet. Kolek one-on-one, hands to Towns. Towns looking, drives down the lane. Towns inside is fouled, and they will say it's no continuation.
That's not a continuation?
No, they didn't call the continuation.
I'd like to see
Now,
that.
Now Brunson checks in.
I thought it was a continuation.
As I said last time, it's pretty weird. Brunson, high pass to Bridges, trying to stay in bounds. It's stolen by White.
Oh, dear God.
White, Pritchard, back to White. White deep three, no good. Rebound Towns. Brunson pushing in transition. He pulls up for three. Shot short, rebounded by Gonzalez. And what happened here? I think a timeout was called.
I think we need to call about 3 timeouts. This is awful.
Yeah, it's not promising. Just looks a little sluggish coming out of the half. Turnover, like you could see Kolek was being like he was playing a little too out of control, a little too fast.
If I was to critique a little something, I mean, I'm all for the fact that we're getting like more guys involved, but in situations like that, you probably want to have a steady 5. Like,
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think they probably should have. Well, I wanted them to stamp on the Celtics' neck and, have you go Brunson, Towns in the third quarter, and we kind of got away with it. Really got away from it very quickly. Went with Kolek and then Yabusele, and then before you know it, they've got all the momentum. I think that was a mistake.
Yeah.
Because Brunson just looks like he's not even like in the rhythm of the game now because he's been sat. It feels like he's sat for so long.
Yeah, I agree with that. And, you had the 1-3 from Towns. I'm not sure if the coverages dictated it, but they kind of went away from that. You saw a little less looks for Towns at the top of the key unless they were afraid of high ball pressure, but still.
That's a great point. Towns didn't take a shot until like the last minute or so.
He had the continuation recently. He did have a pick and pop 3, so he's hit about 4 threes.
Yeah, no, he started. They're starting to find looks for him now, but in the first like 5 minutes of the third quarter, they just didn't get him involved at all. Kind of weird.
Yeah,
I think we need to get more of a consistent, solid rotation. Because in fairness to Tibbs, you always kind of knew when you're coming in and out, and you knew that Brunson was going to play the entire third quarter, and then he was going to sit the first 6 minutes of the fourth. You know what I'm saying? At least you can kind of.
No, I understand.
You kind of knew that. And I think with stars, you want your stars to know consistently when they're going to be on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And at the It's all over the place. I have no idea when Brunson's going to be in or out.
No, I know, but also at the same time, this comes with the experimentation aspect.
Yeah, I think it's a little too experimental. I mean, you can see here because we should be killing this team. The Celtics are bad. They're not a good. They're not a good basketball team like, at all. In my opinion, I don't know.
It's a little too close for comfort.
We should be destroying them. Really, they don't have anybody that scares me apart from Brown.
So now they're going celebrity. You got Common and James Poyser. All right, who else? You're just kind of staring at whatever. Anyways, back into it. Jalen Brunson is back in. Knicks up by 12. Deuce McBride's also back in. Ketta defended by Towns. Hauser around the screen gives back to Ketta. Ketta looking for a handoff. Still looking for a handoff. Tight defense for McBride. Ball's nearly stripped. Ketta does a funky Euro step way off. Rebound Bridges. Bridges, McBride, Brunson, jab step, pull up, mid range, no good. Rebound Ketta. White pulls back, 3-pointer, no good. Rebound taken. Towns looked like he was pushed from the back. And are they going to say Towns? No, I think they're going to call a foul on the Celtics.
Yeah, he was definitely fouled.
Derek White comes out of the game. Or what's going on now? They're looking to challenge. The green light is on. I think Towns might have made that pass out of bounds.
He did, actually. His foot was out of bounds. Although I was sure he was fouled.
Yeah, it looked like he was being pushed in the back.
Oh, yeah. He was definitely fouled.
You know, I'm surprised because for the most part, you know, obviously their second half of the bench, or I should say their bench lineup has been Yabusele at the 5, which we saw some minutes last game, but not a lot. I'm surprised Huck Porty has not been thrown in there.
Yeah! Where is old Huck? I thought Huck played great in game 1.
I thought he played well as well.
And it kind of gave us another look where we weren't just so obsessed with just chucking threes.
Yeah.
You know, he gave us another look. Why did we get away from that? I don't understand.
I don't know. I think Mike Brown saw the weakness in the Celtics lineup in terms of size and said, hey, let's go with this. I'm just offering a different perspective. But, you know, I think the bigger problem with the third and fourth quarter have been the turnovers because the Celtics have amped up, their pressure.
Yeah, you know what? We've got to give credit to the Celtics because they could have just given up down 20 at the Garden. And, you know, it's not our night, but they've played so well in the second half. They've outscored us 21-18 and 10-5 in the second half. 31-23 in total. And they've been so aggressive on defense. They've really shut down all space. So that's but that's Joe Mazzulla, man. He's a very good coach.
For sure.
He's an excellent coach. He's an elite coach. He knows what he's doing. That's why it's kind of like if I was a Celtics fan, thank God I'm not. But if I was, I'd be kind of pissed off that he's not got better pieces to coach because his coaching's still there.
Yeah.
You know, like with better players, the Celtics would be winning this game because the Knicks have only played well for about a quarter.
Yeah, mostly the second quarter.
It was all second quarter. The first, third, and fourth have been very unimpressive. Second quarter was unbelievable. Like, completely blitzed them.
Tim Donaghy actually offered his thoughts on the scandal.
What did he say?
I think this is just the tip of the iceberg. You're going to see more of a scandal coming out of the college level. You see Pritchard's elbow pushing Towns out of bounds.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely blatant foul. Right?
Knicks get the ball. Bridges drives down the lane. Bridges pull up mid-range jumper, in and out, rebounded by the Celtics.
Oh jeez.
Pritchard on Clarkson. Clarkson on Pritchard. Hauser takes a three-pointer, in and out. Rebound tipped up, and Clarkson will take it. Surprised they're playing Clarkson now out of all times. Brunson drives down the lane. Floater is good. Pritchard, deep three-pointer, no good.
I don't want to see him on the floor at all.
Hauser, three-pointer, sidesteps. It's good.
Oh! McBride just overran him a little bit.
Brunson down the lane. Brunson fakes, turns, fires. Well short, but he is fouled.
Yeah, it's definitely foul. But they're very aggressive in defense, man. They're really...
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Nothing.
Brunson
this is a bit of a wild rotation, bro, right? With Yabusele, McBride, Brunson, Clarkson.
Yeah, that's
very
all
small.
It is small. Brunson knocks down his first free throw. I'd say he's had, considering he's been in and out with some of those inefficient shots, I think he's had collectively a better efficient game than the Cleveland game. But again, It's a work in progress.
We've seen flashes. He's starting to grow into it.
Pritchard looking for a handoff. Goes over the screen. Two bodies fall the floor. Pritchard drives, kicks to the corner. White is stripped. Now Clarkson comes up with the steal. He kicked it, though, but it's still Celtics ball. Now shot clock is freshened up. Brown nearly stripped. That was a travel if I've ever fucking seen one, but the ball's thrown out of bounds. Bro did a whole spin cycle.
Dude literally walked to West 38th Street.
Bridges, no good. Rebound, Hauser. Brown nearly loses it. Defended by Brunson. He has the mismatch. Brown into the mid-range, backing him down. Clarkson doubles quick. Gonzalez shifts to the corner. White contested three is good. Timeout, Mike Brown and the Knicks. $81-91. Now, Donald, I'm going to ask you, which lineup would you put in now? Because we're rolling down at crunch time. We're only up 10.
It's a little bit too. These lineups are it's too many rotations. Like we really need to start cutting shit down a little bit. I want our strongest five. So that would be OG, Bridges, Brunson, Cat, and I'm probably going to go Josh Hart. I'm going to go with my traditional five.
Hart actually was ready to come off the bench, so he could be another sub.
Yeah, I think we're managing his minutes, and that's fair, but we haven't really seen him in the second half. Have we?
Not a lot.
It's a little weird.
Figures on the Yabusele contest. White knocks down three. And also OG was ready to check in, so.
But we're seeing far too much Yabusele.
Yeah.
Oh, that dude is an ass. An enormous. Oh, dude, I sent you a funny tweet.
I did. I saw that. I put a laughing emoji next to it.
Is that not him?
Yeah, very much so. So it is Brunson. It is McBride. It is Anunoby, Josh Hart, and Jordan Clarkson. Brunson, versus Hauser in isolation. Brunson drives the middle. Shot is up and in and out. Rebound Hart. Out to Anna McBride this time for 3. Shot short. Rebound Hart again. Brunson drives. Brunson in the paint. Layup is good.
Finally. My God.
21 offensive boards for the Knicks. Brown off the switch. Drives to the paint. Brown inside. Shots good. It just rattles in. And OG is limping. That is not a good sign. That is not a good sign. He just went to the bench.
No. Get him off. Oh, he's cooked. He can't move.
He's 4 on 5. Timeout.
Call a timeout.
It's that right leg. Give me 1 second.
Oh, no, he can't move. It's done. Is that a hamstring? Oh, God, no, he can't even sit down. Oh, great.
Line up back. I didn't see a replay of the injury. I think I went.
Hey, you don't want to see it, bro. I don't know if you noticed, he wasn't even able to sit down.
Oh, my God.
Oh, there he is. Let's see what's going on here. The trainers are after him. Was it his hamstring, or did he hurt his knee, or what was going on?
My opinion, I thought he got stepped on. It's possible that it could be a hammy.
Well, they're rubbing his upper thigh.
So it's a hammy.
Could be.
Because I remember he walked the same way. Remember, if you go back to 2 years ago, or 2 seasons ago, game 2 was. Now we're going to see the replay. Yeah, he kind of. I guess he lands awkwardly. It looked fine the way he jumped up and down, but like it was a hard right stomp.
You're right.
Bridges to inbound. He finds Towns and an 8-second violation.
Good God. This is some ugly ass shit. This is some ugly ass shit.
So we have Towns in the game for OG Anunoby.
Thank God.
Pritchard to the right of the screen. Pritchard pushing his way, drives to the middle. Brown, 3-pointers up. No good. Rebound. Hart with the rebound. Ball's thrown up. Towns has to take it. Difficult pass. It is off the Celtics. That was kind of like a jump ball right there for Towns. Not easy to catch that. He kind of threw it into traffic.
Dude, what is happening in the second half? Do you notice we already have 20 turnovers? We only had 4 in the first half. That means we have 16 in the second.
I said that was a problem. Brunson.
Turnovers.
High ball pressure from White. Drives down the lane. Floater is good. Pritchard into the half court. Screen from Ketta. Kicks out to White. White nearly lost it. Now back to Pritchard. Pritchard with the screen. Pritchard hands to White. White pulls 3. No, it's an air ball. Thought he was going to draw the foul. He did not. Joe Mazzulla wants a timeout, and he's not going to get it. Towns, Brunson, pulls it back on Ketta. 12 to shoot. They double. Brunson has to find a man. It's McBride. McBride back to Brunson, 7 to shoot. Brunson isolation. I assume they double. Brunson drives down the lane. Brunson lost it, trying to keep it. Towns gets the shot off but misses. Rebound Brown. Brown with the head of steam, fouled.
This is a slog.
It is a slog. Yeah, 16 turnovers in the second half is absolutely nuts.
That's a lot. I think it comes from just a lack of a consistent Because I have no idea what rotation we're going to put at next. It's an adventure. It's like a box of chocolates.
I think it's also getting adjusted to the system because guaranteed with a faster system you're going to have a lot of more turnovers, but I think you have to mediate that just a little bit. Brown knocked down the first free throw. Put back by White is no good. Rebound Hart. Hart in transition. Ball's deflected out of bounds.
Well, lucky that he missed that putback.
Yeah. That's on McBride. He had a chance to box out but didn't. Brunson hands to Bridges. Bridges down the lane. Bridges hands to McBride. McBride defended by White. Guarded tightly. McBride drives down the lane inside. Kicks out Josh Hart. Corner three. Air ball rebound Jaylen Brown. Brown in transition feeds Ketta inside. Blocked by Brunson, but they call a foul. I think that's all ball. I could be wrong on that. That's ball. Ketta knocks down the first. Ketta with his second free throw is a miss. Rebound Josh Hart. Brunson goes to left off a double screen. Brunson drives. Hart in the paint. Hart looks. Back out to Towns. Towns fakes. Back out to Brunson. Brunson drives. Brunson has Towns open. He missed him. Brunson looks. Back to McBride. McBride corner three. Bang! Deuce McBride from downtown. Knicks up 13.
Nice pass. Nice pass by Brunson.
Brown defended by Hart. Ketta comes with a screen. Brown down the lane. Brown inside with the left. Shot is up and good. Josh Hart will bring it up. Josh Hart, defended by Gonzalez, hands to Towns. Towns looks for a handoff. Nice pass to Brunson. Brunson to Hart. Back out to Brunson. 10 to shoot. 2:16 to play. Brunson defended by Jaylen Brown. Here comes the double off the left. Brunson goes left. Brunson feeds. Towns inside. Throws it down. White in transition. Throws it down.
Oh, dude, we should never let him just stroll right through like that.
Yeah, that was the old definition of Matador D.
That's Matador. That's the Olay defense right there. None of that Olay bullshit.
But a nice feed from Brunson.
Yeah, I was going to say, bro, you just took the words out of my mouth, man. Brunson's been running the point beautifully the last few minutes. A couple of beautiful assists.
Towns at the free throw line for two. He is 25 and 13. He just missed the free throw. First free throw is a miss. 25 and 13.
Pretty good.
Is it pretty good?
Pretty good.
Sam Hauser checks in. He was one of the Celtics' big lightning rods throughout most of the game with his perimeter shooting. Towns, his first free throw was a miss, and his second one goes in. It's 101-89. Folks, we know this. I will say it again. No lead is safe. White brings up the ball, defended by announced Brown. Brown pulls up from way outside, delivers. Jaylen Brown from downtown.
Holy shit.
Once again, using that high ball pressure.
They've actually cut it to single digits. It's insane.
Bridges looks. Couple dribbles, 10 to shoot. Brunson defended by Pritchard. Bridges sets a screen. Brunson pulls up from three. Bang!
There you go.
Listed from downtown. 104.92.
Oh, gorgeous.
Brown down the lane, kicks out to Pritchard. Back to White on the perimeter. White pull up three. That's good. And the foul by McBride.
Oh, come on. McBride didn't even do anything. He stood stationary. How is that? I don't understand. What am I missing here?
I didn't see the contact.
There was none. Oh, that is as soft as baby shit. That foul.
Donald, rebound Bridges. I'm sorry, hard off the miss. Donald, are they trying to cover the point spread? I don't know what the spread is.
Did you see that? Did you see any contact there?
No. McBride
Okay.
gets hassled. Now Bridges. The Knicks going to choose some clock. Bridges defended by Brown. Bridges feeds to the corner. This is Hart. Hart on the drive. Hart spins. Hart looks, falling away. Shot's no good. Rebound Brown. Brown drives. Way out of bounds. Is that pass? Knicks basketball.
That was a terrible shot from Josh Hart. Like we need to be getting a better quality shot than that.
Brunson will bring it up. Double ball pressure. Brunson is fouled by Jaylen Brown.
Ooh, Timberwolves Lakers. That could be a good game.
Very much so. You see they have Dante running point?
Really?
They have timeout is called, by the way. I think I could be wrong on that, or they're just getting ready for the free throws. Yeah, Josh Hart, 13 rebounds. Woof.
In 18 minutes. That's absurd.
Josh Hart talking it over with Mike Brown as Jalen Brunson is at the free throw line for two. His first one is perfect. They have Dante DiVincenzo running point guard. He's not a point guard.
I love myself some Dante, but I don't see a point guard there. 13 boards in 18 minutes. That's what Josh Hart gives you, man.
It's insane.
It is insane.
Brunson, 31 points tonight. 10 of 20 with 8 of 8 from the line.
Holy crap. He really woke up. A quiet 31, I have to say.
Very quiet.
Good job, Towns. Great game from him.
Brunson at the line and saw in and out. 105-95. Jordan Walsh checks in. Gives off to Pritchard. Pritchard on the drive. Pritchard inside. Couple of fakes. His shot is no good. Rebound by the Celtics. Gonzalez takes a three-pointer. That's no good. Rebound taken by Josh Hart. Make that number 14.
14 boards in 18 minutes.
And, folks, that will do it. Despite I think this is a breath of fresh air win. Despite a really sloppy, you could argue, 3 quarters for the Knicks, they come away with a 105-95 victory. The Knicks are now 2-0 and will face the Miami Heat this Sunday. Boston Celtics now move to 0-2.
Good job. Yeah, you know you're doing pretty well when you win by double digits and you didn't even play well.
Exactly.
There's a lot to work on, but won by double digits. In future, I do want us to tighten up the rotations a little bit. I think it's a little erratic. But Brunson definitely grew into the game. He really ran the point beautifully at times. I thought Cat was great. Shout out to Brunson. 31 points, 3 boards, 5 assists. Solid game. And it's going to get better for him too. more he gets comfortable. Let's have a look at the box score and give us our grades, and then we sign off.
Sure. Let me get into the ESPN box score. Let's see. Let's pull this up, get the box score going. Knicks 2-0. All right, let's pull it to the stage. So we'll go with box score for the Knicks. Every single starter had double digits. McBride 10, Towns 26 and 13, Brunson 31, Bridges 12, OG Anunoby 10 points. Hopefully he's okay. For the bench unit, Josh Hart had 2 points but 14 rebounds. Jordan Clarkson was the leading scorer. But Donald, if we'll start with Jalen Brunson, I think I'll give him a solid B.
I'm going to do a little better than that. I'm giving him an A-.
Wow. Did have 31 points, though.
Yeah.
Karl Anthony Towns.
I thought he was great. I don't think the struggles were on him in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that they got him the ball enough. So I'm gonna give him an A.
I think that's fair. I'll give him an A as well. Kind of disappeared during the second half a little bit in terms of his shooting. Mikal Bridges.
Yeah, he went from an A down to a B plus, probably B plus.
Yeah, BB plus. OG Anunoby.
Yeah, wasn't the best game from him. I might be even critical and give him a C plus.
I'll say B minus. B minus. Especially that he was getting driven on by Jaylen Brown a few times. You caught that. Miles McBride.
He was okay. Great first half. Second half, not so great. But what was his overall numbers?
10 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal and a block.
That's actually pretty damn good numbers from him. Can't really argue. Giving him a B plus.
B plus. Jordan Clarkson.
What was his overall numbers?
Plus 12 on the box score, 6 points, 3 rebounds, a block, and a turnover.
Yeah, I liked him.
I'll give him a solid B.
Yeah, not as impactful as he was in the first half, so I think a B is solid for him.
Josh Hart, 2 points and 14 rebounds.
A. You could argue A plus, to be fair, for what he gave you in 18 minutes is absurd. 14 rebounds in 18 minutes is just not fair.
I'll say A or A minus, honestly.
Yeah, I'm giving him an A. I'm giving him an A for sure.
Let's go with Tyler Kolek. I think he struggled a little bit in the second half with the high-pressure ball defense from the Boston Celtics.
Yeah, he lost control. I didn't like the behind-the-back pass that led to a turnover. I know you're feeling it a little bit, but that's not smart. I'm giving him a C plus.
I'll give him a C. Thought he was better last game. He had a good first half, but the second half wasn't so great.
No.
Landry Shamet. Didn't really see. he made a 3, but that's, I think, the only notable thing he did.
Was he involved in the second half? C minus, if that.
I'll probably say C. There's times he was involved. There's times where he wasn't. Sometimes, for a wing defender, if you're not being noticed, that's probably a good thing.
Yeah.
Probably the most critical we're going to be of is Guerschon Yabusele.
No, F.
Yeah,
F for fat ass. F for fat ass.
Or U for unsatisfactory. I wasn't at all convinced with his performance. I'm going to be completely honest with you.
Yeah, not at all. Still, won by double digits. Didn't even play very well. What would you grade Mike Brown? That would be interesting.
I talked about experimentation. I think he had a better game last game against the Cavs, but also as well and I know what you're saying, Dal, about the tighter rotations and whatnot, but that's going to come with experimentation. If Mike Brown, if he's smart enough, if he sees that a lineup is not working, as you saw the Yabusele minutes at the 5, I think he's going to go away from that. I think you'll see that. Obviously, we have to see how OG Anunoby's doing health-wise, but Huck Porty, I think, could see more of a future at the 5 than Yabusele, because Yabusele is better as a 4 or maybe even as a 3. So
Facts.
experimentation, isn't completely purposefulness. I should say isn't completely lacking a purpose. You find
there's no doubt about it. There very much is a purpose to it, and I do notice that you're right. When it's not working, he doesn't push it. He gets it out quick. But I still think we should. But I think that's probably what he's doing is he's figuring out the rotations now.
That's the idea.
And as the season goes on, and it's just kind of different because
it's different flow.
It's a very different way of coaching because we've been so used to a very rigid style of coaching that I'm very used to which players get what minutes at what point. I'm still getting my head around a coach that has about 6-7 rotations that are kind of coming in and out, and I'm still getting used to it, but there's very much a purpose to it. I do think that he coached a better game 1.
Yeah. But also, and the whole thing as well, like you saw it today, he's stuck with the 10-man rotation as opposed to going 11 the prior game.
Yeah.
So I think a 10-man rotation will do. I think there's enough players for a 10-man rotation, unlike last year. But again, along the way, the proper thing to do is experiment. Say, hey, you know what? Let me try this lineup versus this front or this defense or whatever. Yeah. And if you find out it doesn't work, it doesn't work. If you're not going to try your hard hand and say, you know what, I'm going to try to make it work. Again, it's all about matchups. It's all about all these different things, lineups. But as long as the contingent is 5 starters and 5 bench players, I'm fine with that. Obviously, once again, you don't want overflowing bench players like you're playing a 12-man rotation. I think that's a little too much.
I agree. I think 10 is perfect. I think
10 is perfect. 10 is perfect. Yeah. But once again, as we mentioned, experimentation's fine. And as for us Knicks fans, we're getting a feel. We're saying, hey, you know what? The minutes are a little bit arbitrary. They're a little more fluid, but it's a different coaching style altogether. So, Donald, any final thoughts you'd like to offer before we sign off?
Yeah. We're 2-0, and we just beat the Celtics by double digits, and here we are critiquing. That just shows how far the Knicks have come. This Knicks team, I genuinely feel are going to get first in the Eastern Conference this year.
I feel a lot of good things too, man. Fluidity, coaching, all these different things.
Oh, it's great. It's great.
Everything's fluid.
It is. And you can only imagine how good things are going to be like 15, 20 games in.
And when Mitchell Robinson comes back?
Sickness. And then Josh Hart playing like 30 minutes as opposed to 18. He's going to get like 20 boards. A lot of good things. And Brunson's, you already saw a big difference between Brunson in game 2 as opposed to game 1. A lot more aggressive, ran the point better. It's a lot to like. And Towns looks like a different player. Bridges looks like a different player. Yeah, there's a lot to like. There's a lot to like.
There's a lot to like. There's a lot to critique as well, as obviously the Knicks have some things to work on. Sunday, they will face the Miami Heat at 6 o'clock p.m. in Miami, nonetheless, at the Kaseya Center. Don't know how the Heat are doing. I'm actually going to check their record for quick purposes. The Heat actually are beating the crap out of the Grizzlies, 139-105. They're about to be 1-1, so the Knicks will likely face a 1-1 team on Sunday in Miami. But with that being said, for me and Donald here at Knicks Cast, if you guys haven't already, hit the like button. Subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you want to go live or drop a new video. Also, check out the links down below. Feel free to share this one out as well. Comment down below your thoughts, Knicks-related, NBA-related, also maybe video ideas as well. I'll have a recap for you guys on Sunday, but regardless, with that being said, Donald did it last game. We got to do it again because the Knicks had the W.
Go New York, go New York, go!
Go New York, go New York, go. The Knicks are 2-0. We'll play the Miami Heat on Sunday. Video recap coming after that. But we'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night. And most importantly, have a good weekend.
Fuck Boston!
Fuck Boston.